Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fable Table, an actual play live stream focused on critical world building, collaborative storytelling, and finding the fun in games. Joining me today, 2 days before my birthday, here's the cast of The Grim Streets of Alderstone. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yourself?
Pretty good.
I'm great, though Eric was commenting on my lack of facial hair since I've shaved since Wednesday when we played Song of the Ravenlands, and I just am feeling old, so I thought I would go for babyface, and yep, gonna be growing this back out here pretty quickly, as fast as I can.
You don't want to be 10 years
Please put your
younger,
older
like,
brother
shit.
on.
Oh my god.
Please go.
I'm the oldest. I have two younger brothers, both who are taller than
there you
me.
go.
Do they have beard?
Let's see. Nathan usually has a little stubble, and Grant just lets his hair go.
Then they
Gotta
might
be-
be older than you now.
Fair. Yes. They might be older than me now. Yep. So, yeah. Any good news? Anything for the good of the order? Any fun jokes?
I mean, I made a pun about you nicking your nick. And,
Yeah.
So that's not fun. That's boring and lame. But what is fun is that the raspberries and the blueberries are coming. I got about 10 blueberry bushes and 3 rows of raspberries. So we're just like,
Whoa. I'm coming
Nice.
over to your place, and I'm not even kidding.
I'll throw pictures in the Discord.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, berries are super expensive right now.
Oh yeah, it's nuts how many we can get. The larger rectangle containers of Tupperware. The first year we were here, we got like 12 of those full up, and we were just like so many raspberries.
That's dope.
Berries
It's
like
like-
the next NFTs.
Exactly. It's like 15 feet, 3 rows of berries. And yeah, so it was a big selling point on us buying this house because it was just like, yeah, the house is not worth buying. Anyways, anyone else?
I wish we could grow
We're-
berries. Fuck.
We're puppy shopping. Get
Aw.
another doggo.
Oh, I haven't even seen a picture, and my cute aggression is spiking.
Well, we haven't
no.
found the doggo yet, but we've been applying at rescues and stuff like that. So getting that process going.
Excellent.
Looking probably Great Pyrenees. Our current dog's Great Pyrenees mix.
Great Pyrenee? How do you spell Pyrenee?
Pyrenees, Pyrnees. Pyrnees.
Pyre, like Pyre, Nees. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, these are so adorable.
Yeah, basically, if you search Great Pyrenees Anatolian Shepherd mix, you get like our current dog, like almost exactly what she looks like.
Anatolian. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Anatolian Pyrenees.
So we're gonna look for something similar size. We're also looking at Labradoodles, Shepherds, like nice herding or otherwise intelligent dogs, so we can train to potentially have a seizure dog.
Malamute Greyhound. That was my friend's dog. That dog was so smart and like, whew.
Loud?
No, that dog was barely ever barked.
Yeah.
So-
Hounds?
yeah, it was a beautiful dog though. Holy shit.
That is
And husky.
one fluffy dog. Oh
You-
my lord.
Tons of energy because half Greyhound, right? And Malamute, very, very smart.
Yep.
That dog was
Well-
so smart.
I think that's a bait and a lie, because I had whippets, right? I've had the last 2 lots of dogs that I've had are whippets, and they are the laziest dogs known to man. Known to man. They lay around all day. I'm like, you want to go for a walk? They look at me like, you want to walk? And then they lay back down.
Oh yeah, Greyhounds will only run when necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do run. They run like hell, and then they're
I
done.
know. I literally used to put him over the fence because I live next to a school. I have a big school oval. I just like, I watch him try to run. I let him go, and he's across the oval in a second. And I'm like, well, now I've got to run across the oval because he ain't coming back.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
love all the stories.
All right.
But
well,
if he was inside the fence, he won't ever leave. He could step over it, but he'll stay in the yard. But the moment you put him over manually, he's gone. Won't come back.
excellent. Well, I'm going to keep us moving along because if we keep going about dogs, we'll just go forever. And we've got a lot of ground to cover today. So who would anyone be interested or able to recap what's happened so far on this mission?
Okay. previously, we took a job to assist. I believe it's the Talons in getting back some of their boys that were going to be executed by a fella who had sent us a letter saying, "I'm gonna go fuck your day." So we went around and organized a mission to go inside and sort out the problem directly. The first thing we looked at was obviously getting clothing. Thank you very much for your shag and dash. And then we had one of us go and look at the actual building itself and looking for ghost entities and having a look at it and seeing what was going on in that respect, and there was nothing. And then we also organized paperwork to obviously get us inside if any questions were asked. They just looked at it and went, "Oh yeah," and put it down. And then once we were in, we had some clever shenanigans where, one, we were first led around the whole prison, shown around, told us how it is, and then the lovely role that saved us of asking him to just look away. Best not to know what we're going to do to him. And then he was like, "Of course."
Yeah,
and then
the
left.
warden, Brother Crockett, was like, "Have a great time."
Exactly.
I understand.
And
I
then-
understand.
Wrapping up the episode, I'm really cutting this short. If you want to watch it, go back on YouTube. But then we wrapped it up with, we branded a motherfucker putting a demon in his body.
That's right. Yes, yes. And this is Harker, the prisoner, who is the rival of one of you. I've already forgotten who.
Yeah, it was me, Severian.
Yes, that's right.
I screwed him over, got him locked up, and he threatened us, actually.
Yeah.
And he was gonna kill the Talon's boys as like payback.
Mm-hmm.
But we got him.
Yeah, and you all questioned
Maybe.
him a little bit right before your possession and branding of him. Do you remember what you asked and what he said in response?
I think
Please,
we
God,
asked like
no.
who he was working for, and he gave us the name, the Creed of Flowing Ink.
Yeah, well, the Creed of Flowing Ink, so they're like the little gossip tabloid that gets around town.
I thought he said like something about the Veilers. Was my recollection. of
Oh
this.
yeah, the Creed of Flowing Ink were involved with them somehow, but it was
That he's working with the Veilers of some kind. They'll find you, or something along those
Yeah,
lines.
he
Maybe
said
I'm misremembering.
He said someone will find you, and he also gave you the name of a guard named Riley. But there was a connection, not to the Veilers, but in the letter he sent you, there was a symbol of the god Veil that we would recognize as the
That's
god
right.
Veil from the other show, Song of the Ravenlands. But no one here in Alderstone has heard of the god named Veil, or at least no one you know. You've certainly never heard that name, but a name you have heard is the Veil, which is a bar that Severian you visit.
yeah, and that's where I saw like graffiti like on the side of the urinal or whatever of the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
So I just recognized it from that.
Yes. So, okay. Let's see. There was a couple things I wanted to, just remind you all of. You did get a tour of the prison, so if you ever need to flashback or ask me where something is or if something could be in the prison, we can revisit that with flashbacks. And Jeremiah, you have used both of your brands so far, so you're kind of out of demon brands at this point.
To force a man out of his own body and replace it with a demon.
So did you did push him out of his own body? Is that what your magic did, or did it just simply put a demon in?
I'm going to go with it forced a demon in, and the demon kind of just enjoys torturing him for the rest of time in
Yeah.
the same body.
Okay.
I think they share.
Okay. All right.
I
So
don't think an exorcist is really going to help him at this point.
Like he's kind of forced into the back seat and the demon's
Yeah.
trap.
yeah,
Okay.
he is effectively
More like the
a
trunk.
prisoner. Yeah, he is stuck in the trunk. He's in the booty. Let's start with this demon who we don't have a name for yet. If you have one, Jeremiah, feel free.
Oh, I'm gonna get you a demon name. You give me 2 seconds.
All right. This demon. Did everyone else know about the demon? Like, did everyone know this was the plan?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
I dropped that I was going to brand him, but I didn't tell them it was like what like I didn't tell them that I was going to put a smart demon in him, right? I was just gonna be like, I'm gonna put a demon in him,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
I put a smart one in him.
I probably thought that he was saying like, "Oh, we're gonna put a demon in him," the same way that someone says we're gonna put the fear of God in him. You know, like I thought we were just gonna beat him up and spook him. But he's like, "Oh no, I got a demon. We're putting it in him." I'm like, "Oh yeah, hell yeah, let's do it." But I don't think I was prepared quite for exactly what was going down.
Last time I said I wanted to enforce a free flashback. I would
remember
like
this.
to start this episode. What I want to do is have the scene where Jeremiah like says, "This is what I'm gonna do." I want to have that conversation with you all there. Because we have a lot of people with different backgrounds and investments in demons and demon possession. We have Garros, who literally is a demon possessing someone and no one knows, and he is hiding, question mark. We have Quint, who was forced into a melding when he was younger, and has, suffered, like people's kind of like assumptions and that that kind of like taboo stuff. And then there is Severian, who like Harker is his rival, not yours, and you're coming to him with like this like, this is what we're gonna do. So how do you introduce it? And let's say that you all are like back at the hideout. How do you show up? Like, what is everyone doing, and how do you like broach that topic?
Well, so we've probably got like the inspector uniforms that I got for us, and we're talking about how we're gonna go in there, we're gonna interrogate him, we're gonna beat the fuck out of him, and then I don't know. And the Severian's probably like, well, shit, like, okay, we beat him up, we spook him. What if he just like, he still has influence, he's still in there. I guess we just got to get those talons out of here. And that's probably where Jeremiah's like,
Well,
oh, I got an idea.
I'll take it
that's the
upon
thing.
myself to talk to the warden, okay? There's going to be someone there watching us. I'll make sure y'all can do your own work on the side there, okay? I'll get us in.
You sure you can do that?
I'll take it upon myself. It's fine.
Well, I don't think just giving him a touch-up is going to solve our problem. I've got a permanent solution. I'm going to brand him. We're going to forcibly stuff something down his throat.
Like molten lead or something? Just gonna...
Try cold iron real hot in the middle of the body, and then you force another entity, another soul inside the body. Kind of like the carts outside.
You're speaking of putting a demon in him.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it's I mean, I think it might be a good plan, but is this something you've done before?
Sorta. Yes and no.
Have you ever seen this happen to somebody?
I've seen it happen to beasts of burden. I've seen it happen to house cats and dogs.
Okay. Then
livestock.
Well, to the other.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
To the others, I'll warn you. It's not going to be a pleasant sight. And as he's talking, he's kind of like nervously like rubbing his arm.
Yeah, while Jeremiah was describing his plan, if you caught notice of my character, it's like, yes, yeah, Yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea. And I come forward. It's like, well, it can't be any worse. Well, let me get my voice. It's in here somewhere. Well, it can't be any worse than what he would do to us.
No,
Oh
like,
yeah, he would probably take out our tongues, our eyes, something like that, something simple, basic, like a kid could think of that. But I just want to get one thing straight. If we're putting a demon in him, he's not gonna like flip out and kill all of us, right? You're gonna have complete control of this.
Yes.
Is he lying?
No.
Okay.
the demon.
Hold on.
Here,
Hold
here,
on. Hold on.
He
That is
doesn't
a part
believe
of
he's
it.
lying.
Yeah, I believe, because the way it works is you use two brands, and the person that holds the brand is the owner, right? So I believe I'm in control.
Okay.
But if I'm not in control, that's just unlucky.
So let's be like just honest about the characterization here. I mean, there is like a huge faction that exists to take care of rogue demons who either never get branded and appear or break free of their branding.
Yes.
It's definitely one of the like hazards of your profession. Your other profession. Your on the straight.
My day
profession.
job.
Your day job.
Yeah. Yep.
So is this arrogance on the part of Jeremiah?
I think it's more arrogance, ignorance, right? I believe that I can, and I believe that I will,
Okay.
but that doesn't go with reality,
Okay.
right? Like,
Right. It's
That also doesn't make it a
confidence.
lie.
Yeah.
yeah, it's overly confident to the point of arrogance, right? Like, I'm like,
I
yeah,
love it.
I can do it. Like, I have that moment, like it ticks in my brain. I'm like, can I do it? Oh yeah, I can. Of course I can.
Yeah, and Quint, he experienced something like this firsthand. Forgive the pun. But I don't think he knows a whole lot about how demons work and what kind of control. Like, he probably believes you because you're the demon expert of the group, and he saw you take control of a demon in a fighting ring and turn it on its master. Like that, it shows some level of mastery over things demon. So Quint will ask, so this demon is this demon an ally of yours, a friend?
Okay, that's not how that works. Okay,
It's more of
You-
property.
sort of thing. I can become friendly with it, and then it'll happily work with me. And depending on what its what's the temperament? Temperament's a good word. Depending on its temperament, I probably don't even need to use the brand, right? If I go, hey, go fuck up those guys, and he's like, I like fucking up guys, no resistance.
Yeah, I mean, we only need him to
sit
be
and
friendly
stay.
for like 20 minutes.
If I tell him to sit and stay, and he doesn't want to sit and stay, then we have a battle of the wills.
Jeremiah, have you last time told me that like someone who was like selling brands to binders just like gave you this one as extra and was like, yeah, go for it. I can't
Well,
do
it
anything
was
with
more
it.
like he was selling demons, right? Like he had his shipment of demons. Is the way me and you explained it, right? Like he was bringing in the demons to be put into things, and obviously to be matched with brands. And I was like, hey, that's cool. And he was like, well, yeah, I was gonna go and offload this extra one with my last delivery of the greater demons. And I was like, can I have it? And he was like, you're not going to be able to control it, so sure, whatever, right? Like he just gave it over.
Uh-huh.
Right? It was just the extra one in the shipment. It fell off the truck, as people would say.
Okay. Gotcha.
When you probably owe this guy or something.
So have you spoken with this demon or did you bind it immediately?
I think I would have had time with that demon, because like I had to carry it, right? It's not like it just, oh yeah, by the way, you're coming with me, and it's gonna be like, I mean, I got no choice, right? I'm assuming it's how have you described how they are kept before they are put into bodies?
I mean, they are physical. They are creatures.
Yeah, but are
For the
they
most
like how
for the most part.
hell would I get it into the prison? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
So is it like a gremlin or something? You know, that
that's what I
size,
was thinking.
that
Like
type
Okay.
deal.
So I actually used the Blades in the Dark tables to roll this this demon. This particular one is I actually rolled it really well. It can turn immaterial and turn into shadow.
oh, so it was my shadow the
Opus
whole
did.
time.
Yeah. So I would just like to texture to kind of like go back and texture the whole like you all going in the prison. Jeremiah, as you were walking, we're like seeing that like you all have this conversation, and then we're like walking through the different moments of you all like arriving at the gate, talking to the guards, they wave you on, you're confronted by brother Crockett, the warden, you are brought in, and throughout all of these scenes we're seeing your shadow, and it has like it's like a Vishnu shadow. You have like 6 arms.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
That's cool.
And then we see like you casting or doing the branding, and the shadow like leaps off of you and begins like wrapping itself around Harker, and you pass out from the effect. At some point in there, Quint, I think you described Phasm, also Phasm, like leaving at some point and just disappearing, heading out into the hall.
Yeah.
And
He
so
comes up at the door and he's kind of going through his own trauma and hearing this guy scream in this process or whatever. He's like, Phasm basically goes into the hall and like hunches down, probably weeping, like he's freaking out.
Okay, that's the demon's name.
He wasn't ready to witness something this drastic. Despite-
Adrian Fulgrim. Oh, that's a good name
Thank you.
for a demon. Sorry, go ahead, Quint.
No, that was it.
A guard comes around the corner, about faces, and like makes kind of a casual walk, but sort of a brisk one, and says, "Hey, is everything okay over here? Thought I heard a scream."
Must have been another room.
That was
This is just Quint outside the room.
Oh, just Quint. Okay,
Quint
yeah,
is
go
in the
ahead.
hallway. Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was in the room. Go ahead, Quint. Sorry.
sorry. That was me. My therapist says I have something called PTSD, and I don't really. I get these flashes, you know. Do you have anything like that? You ever live through something so terrible and painful that it comes back? And I'm gonna like keep on talking and go off on a tirade
They
until this is comfortable.
yeah. They reach into their back pocket, get out like a joint, and light it, and hand you one. Light it for you if you take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, this I find this helps calm the nerves, but you know, I try not to box my experience in using letters, so acronyms aren't really my jam.
Yeah.
This PTSD thing sounds pretty rough.
Yeah, it is.
Psychology hasn't been made yet.
So I heard there's they brought a prisoner to you all, the inspectors, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they were questioning him, and I just like trauma. It doesn't need to be provoked. Sometimes it just happens. So
Oh, I see. That sounds rough. What provoked you? What are they asking about in there?
No, that's what I'm saying. Nothing provoked me. It just they're just having a conversation, and
Oh,
yeah.
okay, gotcha. Well, just out of curiosity, what are they asking him about in there?
Official business. I really cannot divulge these things.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I'm to be honest with you, I'm kind of like an apprentice. I'm pretty green, so the ones running the show, they're in there. I it honestly, this job I might not be cut out for it. I'm beginning to realize.
Oh, I see. That's too bad. That's too bad.
How do you do it? Stay in here with all these convicts.
Well, you know, I've always lived my life like I had really nothing to live for, and was always struggling to survive. But you know, when I think I found my purpose here. I met people who feel the same as I do, who want the same things I do, and you know, just being a part of something bigger than myself.
Maintain order. This the thing you want to do, or is it just?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Let me look at your character sheet really quickly. Quint. What do you have? What do you have? Okay. So, the prisoner you all got in there, Harker. Any like particular business y'all got with him? I hear there's like another prisoner you all want to talk to. Should I bring them out now?
Yeah, I think they're going to be finished with him soon, so I guess we could start bringing the next prisoner here.
Oh, okay. You all get what you wanted from him?
I think so.
Great.
Or anything that he's going to give.
Great. Glad to hear it. Okay. Well, I'll go grab the other prisoner and I'll be right back.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cheers.
And when they come out, don't tell them about the weeping and what I said to you, please.
Zips his lips, does a little puff motion, and gives you a thumbs up. And he's like, "Hey, just you know, if these aren't your people, you know, maybe find people who believe what you believe and make you feel a part of, you know, part of something bigger. They really helped me."
Thank you. I'll take this advice to heart.
And he turns around and walks away.
And then Quint like sighs like a huge sigh of relief. And he hopes that no one else walks over here, and he's going to go into the room.
All right. So while this is happening, and before Quint enters the room, Jeremiah, if you will, Millman, could you reactivate your mask?
I can do that
Snapchat
for
filter, please. Thank you.
I got you.
That was so fast. So Jeremiah has collapsed on the floor in the ring of salt that he poured around the table. Mask is on his face. And the body of Harker that was like trembling and quaking moments ago has gone still, and then the eyes suddenly open. In that brief moment before the eyes open, Garros, what do you make of all of this?
Garros has stood perfectly still, and from time to time, like when the demon started like going into the body, you see this like mimicking the response of it. But like then when someone like looks his way, oh nope, just watching. It's perfectly normal human watching perfectly normal things.
Mm-hmm. Is this like scary for Garros, or is this
No,
like
Garros is
exciting?
excited. We're putting more demons in human vessels. Absolutely awesome.
He's
This
like,
is
these are my
for
people.
yeah. This is great. And if we can, the more of this we can do, the better. And demons need a place in this world.
Okay, gotcha. And how about you, Severian? You've had this rival that you put away. Um, you've probably been like that might have been nagging at you for a long time, and now
Yeah.
that he's been dealt with. What is Severian feeling right now?
Well, I'm still like not quite positive that he actually has been dealt with. Like I'm not really sure what this whole like putting a demon in somebody means. Like I get the concept, I understand what demons are, and you know that they're crazy or whatever. But like part of him still, I guess, just confused me. Not confused, but curious. And so like he was holding on to Harker from behind, like when he was getting branded, you know, helping like restrain him or whatever. And he stopped shaking or convulsing, and I just stand back a couple of feet and say, Harker, is you still there, bud?
And the eyes jolt open. He did it. The son of a bitch did it. And he like stands up with he's still like shackled to the table, but he goes, "So boys, what next?" Eh?
I think I look at Garros. What are we doing with this son of a bitch?
Well, you see, you are inside man here. This vessel has information about people. Does anyone remember the name of the guard he gave us, who he was working with?
Yeah. Riley.
Riley. So Riley will be your point of contact, and I believe we need you to gather as much information in here as you can. And my understanding is you potentially were on your way out of jail. Well, this vessel was on its way out of jail, and you can meet up with us on the outside. And I give him details about where we live and how to find us.
So this human is captive, and I need to play
Currently.
along for just a little while. Meet up with a Riley person.
Yeah, they and I explain how prison works and whatnot, and then to gather us as much information as he can and meet us on the outside.
Very good. Very good.
So Riley was like he was the guard that he like ratted to Harker about what we were doing. So do we want him to kill Riley?
I would prefer that this one makes it out and meets up with us after gathering information rather than killing Riley. Killing one person may staunch the flowing of information here, but we have a bigger problem potentially that we would want to cast a wider net.
Quinn, you can enter the scene anytime you like.
Okay.
I do not wish to kill. There is no way for me to return home now. I have accepted this, so living among you humans is of interest to me, and if people are put in captivity for murder, I think it best I not draw attention to myself.
Good. Wow. Self-preservation even. I wasn't expecting that. I'm looking forward to working with you.
I think Quint steps in at this point, and he just kind of looks, and he sees Skit on the floor, and then he sees the demon. Just
You see Harker hanging out there.
Yeah, just chatting it up with you guys. Is it over?
Yes. Do you have a name that we can call you? They will call you Harker, they being the rest of everyone in this facility, but is there a name that we can call you?
Harker. Harker. Such a harsh name. You may call me Fulgrim.
Fulgrim. Garros.
Phasm.
I take it back. What was that cool name that Garros gave me last time? Weaver.
Weaver. Let's see. And
Um,
I've already met Skit down there. How unfortunate that the ritual put him out of commission. Is he dead?
A good question.
This body is hungry. Can I eat him?
we should.
That body should not. I explained to him the intricacies of the human diet and how it is incredibly boring.
As you're talking at length, he begins to study you, and he like narrows his eyes a little bit.
I give him that knowing look of like,
The next prisoner is being brought to us as we speak now. We should get his mask off and
Need to clean up in here.
air.
Yep. Excellent idea.
You should assume your part, your role as Harker.
The persona of Harker. Very well. What... Did any of you know him? What was he like?
Look to Severin.
He was a miserable son of a bitch. Just be grumpy, have a bad attitude, yell, swear a lot, just be unreasonable.
Act like you own the place, I guess.
Perhaps I will one day.
Wouldn't
I'm
be,
not quite a prince myself, but perhaps one day.
I
Thank
did
you.
name him after a prince. Very fitting.
Thank you for my freedom. Pass it along to Skit there, if he's alive.
Has there been any sort of mark made on Harker from the process?
Oh yeah.
Your eyes kind of like turn to the floor, and his shadow has 6 arms.
Is there a way that you can hide that?
Hide what?
He'll like point down, and then he'll like kind of like tap on the extra arms with his foot.
He like begins doing like the Macho Man, like flexing and squeezing his muscles, and you see the shadow, all 6 of them are flexing in like different poses. Oh yes, I see here. There's only 2. I'll need to get used to that. And he just kind of like does this motion, like hugs himself, and then he's like, he kind of like strains to just like move these, but his shadow now only like looks a little bulky, but only shows 2 arms now. This is gonna take some getting used to.
Don't be afraid to be your true self once you're out.
Nods with a knowing look.
I'm gonna check on Jeremiah, try to put his mask away, smack him a couple times lately, see if he wakes up.
Let me look at my notes. Yeah, you can smack him around a little bit, and he like groans a little bit, but Jeremiah does not come to quite yet. I want, I think, one more kind of like actually risky scene with Jeremiah out of action.
Yeah, we just set up for the next prisoner to be brought in, and for Harker to be let out.
Lips, you want to help me get him into this chair here? Phasm, try to clean up some of this salt or something. If they come in on this scene, they might think something's fishy. And I think we're going to put Skit in like one of the chairs at the table, and I'm going to sit in a chair right next to him, like kind of like leaning up against him, and try to get him to lean back in the chair too.
Like Weekend at Bernie's style.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have any sunglasses for him, but...
I mean, he does have a mask, but you took that off, so...
Yeah, we don't want that. So I think the plan is they come through that door, one of you guys just kind of get there right away.
In my
let them come in.
In my fine disguise kit, Nick, is there a set of glasses as I like look through my bag of stuff that I have here?
It's just stickers of open eyes that you can put over my face.
Stickers of open eye. I doubt that.
It doesn't have like a description of fine disguise kit on the sheet here, so it's just like.
I mean, there's
where I'm
probably like
upstairs.
some makeup or a marker or something.
There's no time for that.
I'm gonna need a sway check to make some sort of convincing disguise of
A luck check here. Fortune roll if it's
a sway.
or
We determined last time that sway was used to like
you
do
got
makeup.
it.
This is gonna be risky standard.
There you go. I got a 5.
That's a 5. Okay. So, after a little while, a couple minutes, you all are like kicking sand around, getting Jeremiah in his chair. Parker or Fulgrim is like trying out swear words and like doing different voices and asking Siberian more like this, more like this, more like this, more like this, and like
A little bit deeper, less
yeah.
educated, kind of gravelly. You know, it helps actually.
Yeah.
Maybe if you could find like a pipe to smoke from, to really get the feel of like, the taste of his life. Maybe, for like role play purposes or whatever.
He like licks the ground where there's salt kicked, and he's like, or like this.
Oh no, that was perfect. Yeah, keep doing that.
Yeah, got it. All right.
Quinn feed him like a handful of salt that he like picks up off.
I'll just pocket that for later when I'm struggling
Pocket
with
salt.
it. Thanks.
Yeah, you'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
And so much of this.
Jeremiah had it apparently. And eventually, the guard that you spoke with in the hall, Quint, and who gave you some weed, will open the door along with a couple other guards, as well as Warden Brother Crockett, and they will walk in with who else were you all looking to speak with?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was like there were 2 Talon members, right?
I think
They were the
there's
guys we're gonna
3.
smuggle out. Oh, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Are you asking to speak with all 3 of them at once?
Whichever one was identified as the brother.
Well, actually, I think.
Yes.
My contact.
That's
Yeah,
what
we were gonna
doing.
speak with them, and then like, didn't we have forged documents to like escort them out of here? Like back.
Yeah, we had a transfer plan.
Yeah.
a transfer. Okay, I think I have their names written down here somewhere.
On the paperwork, it just says a day trip, but
Oh,
a
okay.
long
24
day.
hours.
We got to take this guy downtown for more questioning.
Exactly.
Okay. So you, so the warden comes in, with the guards and with the 3 guards and the one, the sibling, and I am not finding their name in my notes.
I'm blanking as well on the name.
Yeah. I might have it here for a second. You have not told, Parker, or nope. You have not told, wow, I'm just screwing up. Brother Crockett that you were transferring as prisoner. He mentioned nothing about it to you all. But he comes in with a big grin on his face, and he sees that Harker is standing and like very confidently eyeing the rest of the staff of the prison, and his look of glee disappears. The look of glee disappears from Crockett's face. And he says, the interrogation went well?
Quite well.
Better than could ever be expected.
I see. I see our prisoner is in fine health. Well done, inspectors, he says with a confused tone.
I'm not here to injure anybody. We're here to get questions from them and answers, so... Your prisoner is yours.
See. Well, thank you very much. And good luck with this one, who we need a name for, because I simply cannot find it.
Bell's brother, so Jingle.
Sure. Jingle Jangle, they call me. Glancing over notes one more time. Okay, yeah, forgot to write it down, I guess. So,
He's known as Jingle.
Jingle. Is there anything else you'll need?
I seem to not have my pair of handcuffs in case the prisoner gets unruly. I mean, there's more of us in here, but you know how it goes.
He nods at one of the guards, and they shackle him. They put the cuffs through a hook on the table and lock him in place. After they take Harker, in air quotes, out. And it is the guard that Quint spoke to who takes custody of Harker and quickly ushers him away.
A little too friendlily ushers him away.
Definitely. Brightly.
Yep. And then they all proceed to leave. But then the warden stops and takes a look at Jeremiah, sitting there with his makeup eyes on, and is beginning to study him. Like, turns and looks at him, who he notices has been sitting this whole time and not speaking. What do you do?
Quint will start, like, hyperventilating.
I step in front of the gaze as...
All right.
You muted.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I was pressing the wrong button. I step in front of the gaze as I hear Quint. I'm staring like directly at Crockett, but I hear my compatriot behind me, and I know where he's looking, and I just step in front of him. Anything out of order here?
Thank you.
Is there something wrong with your friend over there? He's and then he like turns to look at Quint. Is everything all right? Inspector?
I need to step out of this room real quick, and I want
to do an over exaggerated sigh, like a not again type deal, you know.
Inspector Greg, please come with me. We'll get you some water. Inspector Brian, everything seems to be going swell here. Thank you very much. Is everything all right with Jacobs over there? He seems to also not be well.
Everyone sometimes has he sometimes meditates, and it looks weird, but nothing out of the ordinary.
A spiritual one, then.
Best not to disturb him, or else he'll go into one of his fits again.
As you were. Come with me, Inspector Greg. We'll get you some water.
Okay.
I thought I stole Greg's name.
Oh, yes, you did. Sorry. Quint, you were Inspector Brian.
Brian. Yep.
That's right.
I did write it down.
Yes, thank you, Greg. And then Severian had said, and this is the coolest name, Pliskin.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that was good. All right. So, you have the brother of Bell here. You have Jingle here. This is one of the people that you all knocked out in the last mission. So, Quint, you are oh no, you're leaving. You're leaving, Quint. Garros was not present for that, and Severian looks different. And then Jeremiah has like some makeup on and is in the back, like the least noticeable person.
I had a mask on.
Yes. Oh my God, this is perfect.
It's like we're good at planning. Oh wait.
Oh my God, I love it when a plan comes together.
Shit.
Here,
take a seat.
On my part, I was just trying to distract the guy.
All right, inspectors. I hear you wanted to speak with me. Is everything all right?
Yeah, quite all right.
Listen,
We have his name and we have the other two guys' name, right? Like we know who they are.
listen,
They,
listen.
yes.
You've got to get me out of here. There's the guy you were just speaking with. He. Oh, you already know, don't you? You wanna make some sort of deal, huh?
Jingle, there's already been a deal made.
His eyes go wide.
You need to be cool.
Be cool.
Be like, this is supposed to be happening, like we're taking you out of here for further questioning, like you're probably upset about this happening because you don't know where you're going. But that is our plan to get you back to Bell. Isn't that what you want?
Give me. Oh wow. I'm gonna need like a sway here.
He probably thinks we're gonna take him out of here.
Risky
So we can,
standard.
This is
dump
actually
him.
controlled. It would have been risky or even desperate if he had recognized any of you. But you all continue to just like nicely
Lucksack
weave
our
in
way.
and out of my traps. So,
No, luck sack. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Be the leaf. All right, you gotta be the leaf.
All right. Your sway roll. Oh wait, did you just roll that? Oh, that's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You got it. Are you gonna tell me what's going on, or should I wait until we get out of here?
We're taking you for further questioning away from here, along with your two buddies that are in here as well. Your two Talon members.
Okay. All right. You got it. Okay.
My name is Greg. It's Inspector Greg.
Greg.
And we are questioning you right now. And
Yes.
hold on. Might need to rough you up a little bit, but not in the way you're thinking. And I bust out the like disguise kit, and I'm like, just turn your head to the side.
Give me
on.
a skirmish. Whoever's punching him.
Oh, I'm not actually punching him. I'm getting out my disguise kit
Oh
to put a bruise on him.
Give us that sway.
Fresh.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
First one.
Y'all have been doing pretty well with the sways, and the disguise kits. Jeremiah,
And like as I get close, maybe he like flinches, and it's like, no, wait.
Jeremiah, you come too.
I regret everything. And you
a little
see
bit
me
too late for that.
I reach into my pocket and it's just like I have my pouch, right? And I just to perk myself back up again.
Oh my god.
Well, the plan is still happening, so keep it down back there.
Oh. He looks great. Why didn't you just do this? And I smack him. Like I just clean slap him across the head.
Give me a wreck.
Alrighty, I'm on it. I don't have any dice in this. Give me luck. So position control, right?
Risky standard.
Oh, risky standard. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get me one of those.
What
fucking
does
free
your character
XP.
look like? Like, what's their build?
Oh, he's a malnourished, lanky guy, right? Like the only part about
Millman
him
look.
that is pretty much. But I'm
All
actually
right.
not undernourished. I'm a bit too thick. 6.
This is.
I got a 4.
You got a 4.
What's a 4?
Okay. I'm not gonna give you harm here, but you like bruise your hand, trying
But
to
I got it
sock
good,
him in the
right?
face. You both are like, ah.
Yeah, like that. Just like shaking my hand, like fuck.
Yeah. And then you all hear stomping down the hallway, some like not shouting but like upset yelling. And bursting through the door is Brother Crockett. What is the meaning of this? You're taking these prisoners? You failed to make any
Absolutely
mention
right.
of this before.
I mean, taking them is our business once we find out that they have the information we're looking for. This one's been a little less than cooperative, so we need to take him with us for further examination.
Listen here. I know you all are new, but there is protocol that needs to be followed. The moment you arrive to this prison, or any other for that matter, and you have a warrant to bring, to escort and remove any of my prisoners from my premise, that needs to be brought to the warden's attention immediately. Am I clear?
Crystal.
You are very
Crystal.
clear.
Good.
Is he lying about this, or is this the way that it's supposed to be?
He's just upset that you all didn't follow protocol.
Yeah, he's just arrogant. Yeah.
We were told we wouldn't know what we would be getting from these prisoners, so didn't think it was precedent to bring it to your attention, as we didn't know if we would be taking them away with us.
We didn't want to waste anybody's time here.
Give me a sway, please, someone. Garros, it sounded like you were kind of taking the lead on that one.
Sure.
I'll assist you with it.
Okay, you're assisting me. I was about to say, I'm going to push myself on this one, and I'm going to take that assist. Is this desperate?
This is just risky.
Risky. Okay. So I'm going to take a +2 because I'm getting an assist, and I take 2 stress for pushing myself, and
Oh, wow.
click.
That
Ooh,
is a-
that is
Wow.
a bad roll.
That's the lowest roll yet.
Well, there we go.
There you go.
It was a good run.
Yeah, so I'm standing there in front of Crockett, and I'm saying these things.
Well, you all are in severe need of training. Let me see that paperwork of yours.
It's right here.
You have the
Hold on.
forged document, right?
I do. I have documents.
Okay. He takes a look over that, and he's like going through the papers, and he's like shaking his head. See, you didn't even fill this out right.
We should go fix that then, while they are fixing this one.
Oh, he had left with Quint to get water.
He did live with
I
Quint,
did
yeah.
forget about that.
Okay.
He didn't bring back Quint though. He left Quint with water.
Oh fuck. Sorry. I completely spaced on that.
The DM flashback.
Yeah. Yeah. Quint, can we just say you let it slip that you all were escorting the prisoners?
Sure. Like, Quint is out of his element in the whole, like, I don't think he's much of a talker. He's more of a man of action, so it totally makes sense that he would, like, let a detail slip.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah,
-1 stress.
Yeah,
and-
I'll give you a stress back for this. You're just having a really rough time, and like you accidentally let it slip, and rather than just like let it stress you out, you're just like, fuck it. I keep like struggling here. This is clearly not my jam right now, or I'm having an off day.
How do I remove just 1 stress? Like, click
You
this.
click
Just-
the bar lower.
Cool. I would just clear it and add it all back.
Okay, so I have
That'll
4.
work too. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, chat. There's the roll. So he says like, "Oh yeah, this is all wrong. I'll have to talk to your superior officer, and make some recommendations for your training. So I'm going to give you all plus heat."
That works.
Fair.
The boys are wanting a wanted level, so
Yeah, I'm gonna add a level of heat there. And then he like goes back out to the door, and he shouts down the hallway, "Get the other prisoners so we can get them out of here. They'll need to go through proper processing." And then he goes back out into the. He like comes back in and like reprimands you all a little more, and then he like turns around and like squints his or furrows his brow, and he goes back into the hallway. "I said bring the prisoners, damn it. Is anyone there? Hello?"
I step out into the hallway. What's going on?
"I don't know." And then you hear from shouting down the hall begins to erupt. And there is some sort of scuffle happening as people are shouting. Let me get some music going.
Quint came
hell
back.
yeah.
on the guy's heels, like, oh, I fucked up. I better get back there and see if I need to help mitigate this or whatever. And at the sound of this scuffle or whatever's going on, he'll just kind of shoot a questioning glance at Jeremiah, like a
What?
what's your
He's
demon
just-
doing kind of look.
He's just like, what? Like, like just, I don't know. I probably when that kind of happens, I kind of like reach for what's like the stub of the brand on the belt. I'm like, please don't. I wasn't there for when it woke up. I really don't want to know what's going on.
Oh man, I thought I had this track ready from last time. Let me just go ahead and re-add it.
Special music.
Yeah.
Yeah, yakety sax.
Benny Hill theme.
Yeah. I mean, that's about what's going to happen next.
So you all run down, start heading down the hallway, follow or with Brother Crockett in front, and he begins heading towards the mess hall. And I'll go ahead and bring up our map for the viewers again. So you all were kind of like here on kind of the south end of the Y, or at the intersection of the south Y. And you're heading past the chimneys in the center and towards the mess. And there is lying on the ground the body, the corpse of Harker. And oozing out of the body is a shadow, also limp. Almost a puddle on the floor.
Your man Riley was with this one last.
Riley, you say?
Yeah.
Yes, he was escorting the prisoner, wasn't he? And he like looks over at one of the what do you call them? Sorry, let me look at my notes really quick. The handlers. The handlers who manage those the demon melded hounds that they have on the premise here. And he says, we need to find brother Riley. Or not brother, he is not a Rust brother. We need to find Riley, he says. Right away, sir. I'll get the other handlers. So I'm going to start a clock. And this clock is going to represent the time until the handlers arrive. With their sniffing dogs. So,
now,
what do you do?
Yeah. Now the question is, do we wait around or do we get out of here while Crockett like handles this? But like, no, your demon's melting out on the floor. Save the demon. Oh.
Well, that's what I plan to do. I'm gonna walk past and check the body, right? Like, what kind of messes does he look like? Does he look like he exploded?
There is a knife wound in his chest. Or rather a stab wound, but it's about the size of a knife. And there is a pool of blood, and mixed in there, it looks like just smoke. Like, that is hovering, but also, like, melting and bleeding into the blood. And there is a crowd of other prisoners and guards who are trying to hold them all back. And they like are beginning to get very riled up, and some of the guards are like grabbing their like nightsticks off of their belts, and like one of them hits a prisoner to make an example and shouts, "Get back! Go back to your cells immediately!"
Hey,
Bill?
Oh, go ahead.
You go, and I'll have my moment with my demon in a minute.
So, well, I mean, they're probably gonna riot. So are we gonna like save this guy? Oh, you know what? No, it's fine. I'm gonna turn to the warden and say, "Well, warden, it was great visiting your place here, but perhaps if we can get our prisoners and be on our way before anything really goes down here,
No
that'd
one
be
will
much
be leaving
appreciated."
this prison until we find Riley or whoever else is responsible for this. We are going into full lockdown, he shouts at the guards, managing the crowd. And they just, like, look around like, sir, we'll handle this. You let the gatehouse know. And Harker, nope, Crockett begins pacing away towards the entrance.
Probably,
Well, then.
I'm probably slouched over the body like a panicked parent, right? I'm like, no, 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 no. Like, what do I do? What do I do? Is the demon dying? Like, or is it dead?
The demon's dead.
Nah. Yeah, I'm just like, no, 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 no. Like, just trying, like, get back in, and like, just like trying to get the smoke to go back in the hole. Right? Like, I'm panicking. I feel like this is where like the trauma is kind of like just eating at the back of my brain. Like I am like I've done the thing. I brought something into the world and it's already been snuffed out. Right? Like I'm like panicking.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm like,
have you picked
where is he?
Have you picked a trauma condition
I
yet?
have.
What did you pick?
Haunted.
Haunted. Let's get haunted really quickly. What is the description for haunted? I need to find that.
Oop.
Is
either
Adrian
that
gonna
or
start haunting
obsessed.
you?
No, the idea is more like the idea that I actually use the demon, that I'd start hearing them. And my thought process for my character, right, was more like if I've done the deed, right? I've forced a demon into a guy's body. I need to, like, I believe it's like a child, right? Like I created this thing. It's my responsibility. And now my baby's just been cut open and I can already start to hear, like, the haunted part of it is like I'm hearing whispers and stuff, and they're like whispering to my character, and he just is muttering, right? He's like a mess.
You are hearing the whispering in this moment. You're hearing
Exactly.
You think you're hearing the. You think you're hearing your Fulgrim talking to you, like, Skit. We were going to do so much.
I know, and I'm like panicking. I'm like, it's all right. I can fix this. I can fix this. It'll be fine.
Quentin walks over to him and is like, Inspector, he's
What?
gone. He's gone. I know you're the one here trained in first aid, but he's gone.
And I just look down, and then yeah, it's very apparent, right? But it's like in his head that he's still alive. It's like, and I like break back to him, like,
You're
yeah,
an enforcer
you're
of
right.
You need to keep up appearances here.
You're right.
Can't save them all.
Sorry. And I just like stand up, and my hands are bloody, right? I'm just like, fuck.
Meanwhile, the prison guards have started, like, some of them have started, like, hitting prisoners, but others are just like, please go back to your cells. Please don't make us hurt you. And, like, it's almost lazy. Like they don't want to, like, there are those that, like, I want to beat prisoners and, like, use my authority and use violence. Yeah. And then there's those that just, like, please don't make me do anything. I don't, like, I'm already gonna have to file paperwork now. Come on.
training script of this is what you say when the prisoners get disorderly, and they're just like reading it off in their minds. So they're.
I don't think so. I think they're so lazy they don't have it memorized. I think they're just like one of them's like very buddy with another prisoner. Like, hey, Tilden, please don't make me hit you, buddy. Like, go back to your cell. And he's like, all right. So there is a definite mix of officers and
These
attitudes
walls
here.
aren't barred. These walls have an illusion of bars.
Yeah. All right. So the mess hall will begin to clear out. There's a corpse here, and y'all will be left alone. But
Here?
what's that?
Are we being kept like here, like specifically in the mess?
No, no one is holding you here.
Okay.
But there is a guard that says, am I getting those other 2 prisoners for you all? And you are standing here with Jingle.
The sooner the better.
All right. I'll go get them for you, but I don't think they're gonna let you leave through the gatehouse.
We're not leaving yet,
Okay.
but we want them ready.
All right. Nods and like walks away. And if you wait a few minutes, they'll come back. But otherwise, if you want to act now, go for it.
I want to find. Oh, go ahead, Travis.
As he leaves, I'm just going to kind of speak quietly and just say, if we can break line of sight or kind of get away once we get the others, I might have another way out of here. I'm not positive it'll work, but
We can just do it by the book. We'll just wait. The lockdown will come. They'll bring back the other guard. If he's lucky, I don't stab him. And then
Sooner
we
we're out
just
of here, the
go
better.
out the
for
front.
sure.
I would imagine the sooner we're out of here, the better. We should wait here, get the guards, and then convince our way out the front gate.
I want to walk up to one of the guards or like a prisoner or somebody that was like near the corpse and ask them if they saw what happened. Like, did anybody see what was going on? Was he totally isolated, or how'd this guy get got?
We heard a ruckus and came.
That's it.
The
You don't know
prisoner
anything.
the prisoner was lying dead on the ground, and other inmates were showing up and making a ruckus. So that's when we arrived, and then you arrived not long after.
Who are Harker's friends?
Harker was kind of a loner. Didn't really socialize well with the other prisoners.
I mean, someone wanted him dead, obviously, so he stepped on somebody's toes.
Apparently.
Thank you.
Look at the guards. You got a smoke?
Yeah, here you go. That'll,
I just look at one of the boys. Can you help me? And I'm like holding up bloody hands. Like,
the guard's holding...
I'll hold it up. Oh.
The guard is holding out a hand, like, expecting something in return.
oh, right. And I'll like reach into my pocket and I'm like, through memory, these are just guards and not Rust Brothers, right?
Correct. Yes.
I'm gonna give him like a fat pinch of the powder that's in my pocket.
Do you have illicit drugs?
Maybe.
Like, is that an item that you have available to you?
I don't know. Can I take it as an item? Because I have the drugs that I bought, and I can't snort a whole 8-ball.
What drugs did you buy?
Cocaine.
Oh, okay. So if you want that as an item, you can. We'll just need to facilitate, like, a payment for it in the future.
Okay. What do I need to pay?
It would be a coin.
You like
Right,
wipe
I
your
make
hands
coins.
off though.
Nah, it's bloody now. I'm like, whatever.
Oh my god.
You want payment, you get payment.
All right. We'll say you have it this time, but moving forward, you won't have any after this mission, and you'll need to buy some.
Obviously. I'll have to buy some more.
I guess-
Oh, actually, I don't need to worry about stress.
Yeah, your stress is cleared right now.
Mhm.
You
because
will
of
get one more if you do not
Indulge
do-
vice.
Indulge. There you go. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you hand him some, and he's like, "Have a great day, Inspector."
Thank you.
And he
With
just walks
blood.
off. What's that?
I'm like,
With a touch of blood and dead demon.
Oh yeah, totally.
It makes it hit so much harder.
He's even like, not the worst I've had.
next level. Was the good shit. I can't remember what we called it. Hold up. Scroll back up. See if I wrote it
Oh
down.
yeah, we had a name for it, didn't we?
We did. I made an effort to like come up with one. No,
I have to watch
didn't
back
write
on the
it down.
VOD.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back now after this stream. I'm totally gonna rewatch the VOD to get that cocaine I made up.
Yeah. All I remember is the dream essence. But that was not
Yep.
this. Oh, there's probably a lot of rolls between then
There's
and
so
now.
much, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I did the like faction round.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think I put it in chat. I
Yeah,
can't
maybe
remember.
not.
It was something. It was like West Jungle something. Pearl. That's it. West Bay Pearl. I think it was
It
called.
was, yeah, it was something Pearl. White
Yeah.
Pearl, maybe?
Yep. I can't remember, but fuck, it was a great name I
Or
came up
Jungle
with.
Pearl,
Go-
maybe.
And I got asked to like contact the American addiction
The FDA
hotline.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right. That's right. I do remember that. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So one of the guards will come back with the other two Talon members who are going to recognize Quint and Severian.
So I give them a look and say, as they're coming in, "You're coming with us in Jingle."
I'm not going with those two, says speaks up one of the Talon members. They
We gotta rough you up again.
you're the reason we're in here, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, we hear that all the
Sounds so-
time.
Even in front of other guards. That
I'm gonna
actually
step up to
sounds
him.
spot on.
Like how close? Yeah, I'm gonna get like right up in this guy's face, a little bit threateningly, and whisper it and say, "I'm gonna hit you, but we're gonna get you out of here."
Give me. That sounds like a. What does consort say? Consort with connections or sway people.
This is a connection. Yeah, totally has a connection.
But you're not like leveraging your connection. You're like just trying to say we're here to get you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the connection is like, it's a shitty connection, but it's a negative connection.
But like you
Maybe
haven't,
I'll say, like-
you haven't said anything to make the connection apparent to him.
Okay. So what I'll say then is, I come up and say I'm gonna hit you, but that's why Bell sent us to get you out.
Okay, give me a consort.
Okay. I'm gonna
This
push
guy.
myself for this one.
Okay,
I
I
am
will-
going to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I aid him?
how are you helping?
I think I'll be the one that actually holds his arm. So, like, if he was to try to lift his hands to block or whatever, right? Like, I'm the one that's like trying to restrain him,
Okay,
so I can lean him forward a bit.
All right, take
So,
one.
so
stress.
like I can get the good word in or something.
Yeah, right. Like I've grabbed him.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he can't like push you off. He has to listen to Severian.
He has to listen to him.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Take one stress, Severian. You take +2 die from pushing
Yep.
yourself and
So,
aid.
Risky. I take it.
This is risky standard.
And
Come on, roll well.
then 2 die.
Wash away the failure.
That's a 6. Well done.
There we
He
go.
he wriggles with Jeremiah holding him for a second, but he like is forced to hear, and he like pulls back and gives you like a questioning look.
And then I'm gonna take my glove off and smack him like a gentleman.
Excellent. And he goes, "Fuck you, pig!" Spits at the ground, and
I
then
just laugh at him.
he like wriggles you off Jeremiah and walks over to his other friend, the third member of the Talon, and he like whispers something in his ear, and that guy like gives you a knowing look, Severian, and he's like,
Just nod at
"Fine,
him.
whatever. Let's Let's just do this.
He's pouting.
And the guards are like, all right, we gotta go help the others. You guys got this?
Yeah, we
can handle them.
All right. And they run off to go help finish subduing all the other prisoners and getting them back in their cells. And you all are free to head wherever you like.
Okay.
So I'll put Harker away. Harker be dead. I need to update his token. Dead.
That's why you never give them names.
I know.
Never
I
get
made
attached.
you name him, and then I took him away. This is your punishment.
Yeah, well,
This is your punishment for rolling so well.
true.
Can we go somewhere that isn't here? I say to the rest of the boys.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
noisy.
I'm with that. I've got a question for you, Nick.
Yeah.
I have, as a whisper, this thing called a ghost key.
Yes.
And it says an arcane device that can open ghost doors.
Okay. What the fuck is a ghost door?
Right.
That's what he wants
Right. There's an
the
echo
spirit
of
of the
the
door.
entire city across the ages trapped in the ghost field. Sometimes a door to that place can be found. So it's like a whole other world for ghosts.
to know. We just go into the warp with all the warp ghosts.
We don't want to go in the warp.
So
But maybe it's like the Shadow Realm or something.
So there is another ability that shadows have called Ghost Echoes. You can interact with ghostly structures, streets, and objects within the echo of Duskval, which is not the city that we're using, that exist in the ghost field. And then there's like some descriptive text. You might explore the echo of an ancient building, crumbled to dust in the real world, but still present in the ghost field, or discern the electroplasmic glow of treasures lost in the depths of the canals, or use a sorceress ghost door from the pre-cataclysm to infiltrate an otherwise secure location. Oh boy. I don't have a ghost world in my fiction. What I'm gonna say is that what these are, these are just like a magical artifact that are a one-time use item that lets you portal out, but they require an attune roll to use. They're basically a little orb that has a bunch of geometric patterns that look like constellations drawn on it.
Okay. This is one of those items that doesn't count for load or whatever. So if I use, what do I need to do to get another one? Just so I know what.
You will need to find someone that has one of these. So what I'm effectively doing is handing you something that is extremely powerful, but they are something that you would need to procure more of somehow. So
Makes more out of melting down whatever they're bringing back.
Yeah.
Or,
So you can always have these available. They're very tiny, but they are extremely rare. So if you use one, you need to mark off that you now only have one. We will also need to at some point explore how the fuck you got these.
Okay.
We need to find another ghost person, and then we need to kill him to steal his marble, and then you have 2 marbles. And then we can have multiple
Oh
marbles.
no, we lost our marbles.
Ouch.
Yeah. So, as you all are standing there, Garros... Well, no. Hold on. Who has the most study in the group?
I
have
one.
And none.
Or, I'm sorry, who has the most survey? Quinn?
None.
0.
0.
Severian?
I was
We're
not a
all
very good
0.
inspector, apparently.
Wow, you all have 0 study. All right, everyone roll me 1d6, please, for funsies.
All right.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter, but I'm just curious.
Woo!
Okay.
Nailed it! High five, Eric.
Nice.
So, yeah, so the 2 of you who rolled a 6, you all are beginning to, like, head towards the like, out of the mess hall to like get out of like somewhere that is obvious where you all could be seen doing something, or maybe you're on your way to leave. But you look out the windows and past the isolation chamber, you see just a massive shadow, like flit across the ground. There is something in the sky.
Yeah.
It is so
Isolation?
fast. Yeah.
Isolation 2? I look at the boys.
Why not?
Skit, what the hell is that thing? Is that our boy?
No, that's not my boy. I'm going into isolation. I don't know what you guys are doing. Come on. And I just like ushered the other three. I'm like, just get.
So I think this is where I explain what I have and what it can do, and then we weigh whether or not we want to actually do it.
I mean,
I
it
look
is
at
a
the
way
boys.
out.
Yeah.
Do
We
we
don't
want to
know.
wait and see how this plays out, or are we just going to leave? Because, like, either way works for me. I really could use a lay down. And a
These
couple
things
of
are
lines.
really hard to get. So if we don't have to use it, I would appreciate not needing to. But
You ever fought a flying demon before?
no.
I ain't fighting
Me
that
either.
shit.
I can call lightning upon it. It seemed to work for a group of thugs pretty well, but I don't know what that thing is.
I turn to Jingle and say, what was it like when they processed you to bring you in here?
It wasn't much. Just stripped us down and gave us some new clothes.
Great.
Told us-
Then we're going to walk around like we own the place, and we're taking you out of here regardless of what the Warren says, but we have to not be seen by the Warren. So I'm going to find one of the guards. I'm going to lie to him that I found Riley, and we will get Crockett to the other side of the building, and we will walk out the front.
Oops.
Anyone not liking that plan?
They all nod
I mean,
and say, "We're with you, boss."
Yeah, I mean, so I think it's good. I think we could do it. It's gonna be probably risky or desperate or whatever. When we get to the gatehouse, they've probably already had the news about the lockdown, so we'll just have to come up with a good excuse to get past them. And then yeah, or we just murder them and get out, or whatever. Or we orb if we fail.
We will see. We will
Travis
see
is
how
orb
it
out
goes
here.
when we are there. Nick, I tried to find. So they're hanging out in isolation. I tried to find a guard nearby.
Near the isolation chambers.
Near the. I go back into the. There's like a door here from the isolation chamber to the chimney, I assume, and go back into the chimney and find a guard in there.
Sorry. So you all were in the mess hall. Over here,
Yep.
and then you
Okay.
started heading south. If we look at this this kind of image that I have down below, those kind of like the like wagon wheel looking buildings, those structures, those are what the isolation chambers represent, and they are like little private spaces for like the worst of the worst. They have like a little bit of an outdoor area individually, and then they have like a little tiny room inside the building at the center. And otherwise, they are only ever brought food that is handed or like set through the grate, and then like no one interacts with them.
Yeah, I don't know if going to the isolation chamber is a good idea, because we got to go outside to where that shadow flying thing was. Like we expose ourselves.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about this image at the bottom.
Like it might be best to just maybe go to the labor area. Like if they're on lockdown, there's not going to be anybody doing any hard labor, I would imagine.
I mean,
standing around in the chapel.
Let's head out on the let's see here, the east side of the map, and I will tell the guard that I have found that Riley's been found at X location, and then we should be able to go out the front because Crockett is looking for Riley right now.
Worth a shot. Then we have the bug out option of the ghost key. So
Great.
Okay.
If
So
that doesn't work out, we make a break for it and then pop that and.
okay. So you all head out towards a guard tower to inform a guard that you have found Riley, and he is somewhere. Is that the plan?
As we're like going south on the map through the chapel from the mess hall, I would, as we're like passing a hallway, if there's like a guard there, I would then like break off from the group and go talk to that guard.
Okay. You inform the guard that Riley is to the north.
Yeah, I saw Riley on the north side of the
Okay.
northwest side of the.
Gotcha.
We're gonna go out the southeast side.
All right. I'll inform the warden, and we'll get the handlers over there right away.
Thank you.
And he like runs off, and you all begin heading towards the south end. Let me like move some things around here. So I'm gonna move you all off to the side, and we'll just use this Talon icon to represent the party. So you all head past the chapel. You head out through the main entrance, or are you heading like out through a window, maybe down?
We were gonna head out like if there's a door over here and out the side, because then maybe we miss. We're passing trains.
The handlers are coming from the kennels, right? So we're kind of walking right into them.
Yes.
So maybe it would be best not to do that.
That's
Maybe
why
we
we're gonna
go-
exit out. We're gonna exit out the prisoners here, and then
Yeah,
we're
but that's
going
the
to-
main. Isn't that the main entrance though? That's like where they'd be coming in through.
The main entrance is right here. In the
Main
center.
entrance is right here.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
We come out here and we skirt around as if we've already filled out all our paperwork. Get us the fuck out of here, and we will walk around like we own the place.
Okay, so this sounds like a group action to me. Perhaps a skulk or prowl. That's the word. So who is leading the group in this prowl to prowl about unseen and traverse obstacles?
I have a 1 prowl.
I've got a 2 in it. I mean, I'm pretty good at skulking around.
So remember, the purpose of a group action is everybody rolls. The largest die result is the result for the group, but anyone that gets a 3 or less incurs 1 stress on whoever is leading the action.
Okay. I have been leading us, so that's me. Everyone, roll your prowl.
Don't overstress, because I have no dice.
Risky standard.
I hide in plain
Yeah,
sight.
risky standard. That's a 6. That is going to be a great result for the party. That's a 6. That's a failure. And that is a failure. So Garros takes 2 stress. What is your stress at, Garros?
I got 2 left over. I got plenty of headroom for growing.
Okay. So that's a 6. So you all make it past the kennels. You hear the sounds of demonic melded hounds like barking as the handlers rush out towards the main building. Your subterfuge works, and they start heading into the prison. But up above you, you all see flying around a massive demon. And as you put 2 and 2 together, Skit, you saw that the warden had a mighty impressive brand on his belt. And this would likely be the demon. Just to
I already knew.
To give you all an idea, given the distance, it is massive. Let me just go ahead and plot that right up here.
Oh, it's a big cute boy.
It is a big cute boy with beautiful colors. Although from your perspective, kind of hard to see because it is flying up in the rusted clouds. Remember that our city is just covered in these rusty looking clouds. There is no sun. Sometimes a ray might make it through, or we'll see a glow through the smog up above. But you just see this blot, this fast flying blot of this creature with a long tail and a mace in it, a massive mace in its hand, flying around. And it is making these low sweeping passes around the building. It isn't really paying attention to you terribly much, though. Not yet, anyway. I'll just move that off to the side for now. You all approach the gatehouse. where the warden is standing with the guards, ordering them around and you just see him barking orders, and he begins walking back towards the admin office. And you all will just say at this point are like crouched around the corner right by these offices. And he's walking straight ahead towards the kennels, I guess, and the admin building entrance, which is right at the center. Do you let him pass, or do you take action?
Oh
wait, sorry.
We let him pass. Yeah,
okay,
we let him pass.
Sorry,
You can hear my heartbeat in my ears as he's slowly like sauntering over.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, he walks past. You head towards the gatehouse, and there are standing some very nervous-looking prisoners. Halt there.
Prisoners or guards?
Sorry, they're guards. Prison guards. That's what it says right here.
Oh no, you're good. It's been a long day.
It sure has.
We've been ordered to take these Talon members out for further questioning. They aren't giving us the information we need here, and they need to be persuaded otherwise. So I look back.
I'm sorry, inspectors. I understand you have your orders, but I have mine, and we report to the warden. He just told us no one is to leave.
Yeah, but we are a someone, not a no one. So we are going through.
I'm sorry. That's not what the warden meant. We can't let you pass.
He just told us to leave. Like,
we just saw the warden.
Do you want me to go and get him? Yeah, he just told us to leave.
That's fine. The last I heard from him, no one is to leave. Not even if my grandmother were here, and she's got bad knees, and if she needed to go see a physician, she would not be allowed to leave. That's my understanding from the conversation I just had. The other prisoner, the other guard rolls his eyes at this example.
Well, you tell him you didn't see anything, and I try to brush past him, and you mean nothing to me.
Hand on your chest from the guy who did the eye roll. He puts his hand on his cudgel, and he's like, whoa. If we're gonna have missed anything here, we're gonna need something else to look at, if you catch my drift.
I'll produce one coin, I think.
Yeah.
And just be like, hey, look, I understand. Look, we'll stay here. No one's going through anything. But hey, over there, and I kind of just toss the bag of coin or whatever it is. It sounds like there's something gold and fancy over there.
Yeah,
perhaps
may have dropped
you should go check it out.
He kind of glances over and then looks back at you, and he's like, look, on a normal day, sure, your money's good here, but we were just ordered not to let anyone leave, and if you need to make this worth our while, if we're gonna lose our heads or lose our jobs at the very least.
You won't even remember we're here. It's great. Don't worry about it. As I pull out a coin and I put it into, I pull out my sachet with a coin and put it directly into his guard pocket here that he has on his vest.
All right. It sounds like we're gonna need one more sway here.
You got it. Click.
Or maybe a command. I don't know. You tell me. How are you all going for this? Severian was the one who started this.
I think we're gonna sway them, because then they I can mesmerism them or whatever.
Right.
They'll legitimately forget about me.
Okay.
That's where I was.
I'm just gonna say, hey, look, I get it. This is hazard pay. This is clearly more than you guys probably make in a month. It's totally worth it. It's gonna be great. You're doing nothing.
This is 2 weeks' pay. He says, Severian, give me your sway roll, and I'm gonna need it from you if you are going to mesmerize them.
Yeah.
Garros, are you helping with stress or just the payment?
Oh, stress and payment.
Okay, so take one stress.
So it's 2 coin.
And
okay.
So yeah, we've paid the coin, which allows you to make this roll. Severian is going to make it with +1 from Garros. Are you going to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
Yeah, we've paid 2
I would
coin,
like to
1
hear the
stress,
devil's bargain.
and yeah, maybe a devil's bargain.
It wouldn't be appropriate to give you more heat because you're literally mesmerizing them. But other people have seen you. Let me look at my list really quick. Where are...
After we get through this gatehouse, I might have a way to help with the flying demon guy.
I would say we just ignore him. And get
Yeah,
in our
let's
carriage
not
and leave.
be involved with that guy.
If suddenly he seems to take interest, I might
Okay.
head to that guy.
I mean, you can always pay them more. So you could sacrifice 1 more cred for another die.
I don't
So
have
2
any
coin
more.
total, or
So you could get... So you have +1 from Garros. You could pay a 3rd coin for a 2nd die.
I see.
And that coin can come from anyone.
I don't have a coin.
I'll give a coin.
All right.
Well, so I could just push myself instead.
You
I've
could
got-
also do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I think. Keep your
Okay.
coin.
Okay.
These
Good.
guys, like, we've paid them enough.
All right. So
Little
this
mark down 2 more stress.
is risky standard.
2 bonus die. All right, here you go.
That's a crit.
Hell yeah.
Woo, baby!
Those 2 bonus die really pulled it together there.
Oh yeah. So they'll happily take your coin, 1 each, and it is an abstract amount of money, so it's probably quite a bit. Like, it is a sack of money that you are handing each of them, and they're like, then the second guard who rolled his eyes goes, "Look alive there, Fred. Anyone could come up wanting to get out. And we need to be ready to tell them, you can't, no one's leaving. Not even if our grandmother, with her weak, shitty knees, needs to go." Okay. All right, well, we'll keep an eye out. And you all awkwardly head out through the
Yeah, I
the
just
front
tug
gate.
on the chains
wordlessly.
between the... Yeah, I
Yeah.
just tug on the chains between the boys. Let's go.
All right. And the eventually that large demon will expand its search area, and they will continue looking around, and even like fly overhead over you all, and the demon will sweep pretty close and even pause, like scanning you all, and it will leave you alone. That is what a crit is going to get you, because you all are rolling fucking nasty
Oh, yeah.
dice tonight. Damn.
Oh, I roll like
We roll
garbage. Don't
nasty
worry.
guys so much. This game, I love this system. Because, like...
It's just, it's not exciting when you roll a d20 and get like a 12 or even a 20. Like, sometimes a 20 is exciting, but when you're only with 6s, it just feels a lot more intense.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And being able to make like a nice big dice pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Everyone
So-
likes rolling fireball, like to throw all the six.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
With the demon sniffing us and scanning us, is it break time?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break, and then when we return, you all will arrive back in Alderstone, and we'll see how things pan out on the other side of our break. We'll be right back.
Everything is great. No consequences. Perfect.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We're back. And the party has gotten away with so many crits, so many sixes, and just all of my obstacles very much avoided. And maybe that's a reflection on me for not pushing them as hard as I could have. But you all rolled so well. I wanted to reward that. Well done. I don't know if you got necessarily everything you wanted exactly. Out of
Efficient
this.
use of resources.
I mean, y'all took a lot of stress, so you
Yeah.
know. You were willing to
My
pay a
baby.
price to, yeah. Anyway, so you all make it back to Alderstone, and you return these 3 Talon members to Bell, to the rest of the Talon organization. I'm forgetting their leader's name here. Where's the faction list here? The Talon is led by... Oh, I don't have it listed here. Damn it. My notes, they're incomplete.
Your notes are failing you.
I know.
I did not write this down for some reason in my notes here. That's very weird.
Yeah. I wonder, did my notes go back to a previous option? Oh, there it is. Okay. Lissa, Bell are the leader. Well, Lissa's the leader. Bell is the second in command. Rorik is the former leader. In the prison are the Talon crew. I don't have their names listed here either. Oh well. So, they are very grateful, and they help make it worth your while. Though, over the next few days, their turf war with the, where are they? The Billhooks, I believe, is who they're at war with.
Yep.
It is not going well. No, it's with the Black Hands, the former coal miners.
That's right.
They are on the losing side of things, even with the extra help. And they do go back up to a tier 2 faction. So actually, I need to roll an extra die for them on their project. That is another one. They rolled 2 1s on their project. So they have what's called a they have competing clocks as factions. They both have a 6-step clock, win the war. The Talon have rolled like the minimum. They've only made 1 step each time. Meanwhile, the Black Hands had a really good roll on their second attempt, and they have completed. So the Talon are going to shift down to a they're going to just remain as a tier 1 faction, even with the extra crew. And they are forced. They need to make a choice here. Who has the friendship with Bell?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So Bell, after a night of being at war and grueling losses, having she comes to you and asks for help stitching her wounds. It's unusual. Usually she sticks with her own crew. For the mending after a day of fighting on the streets, in the alleys and in the canals. But she stops by with you with a big bottle of wine, and some bandages and sewing implements, and asks like, "Hey, you got a free evening to help me out?"
I do. I'm not sure why you come to me for this, but I'm happy to help a friend.
The other Talon, we're kind of fighting right now, and I need to talk to someone else.
Please.
And she'll
I
just
take the bandages from her, and it's like really awkward, and like it's like one of my parents is just the worst at like interacting with animals. I'm petting the dog, like, just relax. But like I'm like putting bandages on her, like, do I do this? Like, I don't know how to be nurturing or these other things. So, but like I am an ear for her to play off of, and we have had dealings in the past.
Boy, you're really not that great at this, Garros.
Yeah, I haven't had much practice. But what else did you want to talk about?
We're losing our turf war here, and this is too light of a music. I need reflective music. Give me 1 second. Maybe
He like cinches one of the bandages like tighter as she like sasses him. Yeah.
Ow. Okay.
Found it.
Yeah, yep, that's the spot. We're kind of losing our fight, and Lynn thinks that we need to tough it out and re-strategize, get escalate things somehow, ask you all a favor, but you all have already done so much. I don't want to get you all involved in this violence. it's not your fight, but I think we need to just call it quits and maybe either give up our turf or maybe even dissolve the Talon. Have you all had any? Have you all gone up against another group that's like tougher than you are?
Every single group that we go up against is tougher than we are, and we persevere as we can.
I don't know if I have it in me to stick it out. Hardship has always been a part of my life, but it feels like they're hunting us. It feels like I'm literally being hunted every day of my life. Like I don't
Yeah.
have a safe place to live anymore.
Yeah, maybe it is time for the next chapter of the Talon. Maybe we'll rise again as a great phoenix, but for now, the Talon probably should rest. I could consort with the others and see if there is room for you, your brother, and whoever you would like to bring into our faction.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I mean, why do you feel like that's the right thing to do, though? I get, there's something in it for you all, some extra helping hands around here, but like,
What I get out of it is not another dead friend to cry over. So that is my main prerogative in all of this. And what you get out of it is knowing that your brother will not be experiencing what you are experiencing. And then the others that are close to you could come join us as well.
okay, I'll give it some thought. Yeah, it's been really scary out there, not only for myself, but for my brother too. You make a good point. I I've just been kind of afraid to stand up to Lynn after
Do you mean Lissa?
yeah, to Lissa.
Lissa?
I'm
Yeah,
afraid
okay.
to stand up to Lissa.
I don't know if you would need to be standing up to Lissa or telling Lissa what is going to be happening moving forward. There's no need to continue this fight that is potentially is or is not yours to win or lose. Lissa is also welcome amongst our numbers. But I don't know how she would feel about that, being as she is the leader of the faction.
Yeah, I have a feeling Lissa needs to be in charge after what happened with, and she kind of like trails off.
You were with Rourke?
Rorik, yeah, he was found in that canal, but I've been suspicious that Lissa had something to do with it. They were
Maybe.
fighting a lot before he went missing.
If his spirit is still around, we could contact it. Phasm on my team has ways of doing that.
Yeah, if you could talk to him, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, to keep it in mind, let me know. There's no time limit on this offer. Well, the limit being when you lose your hunt and are actually hunted down. So I would make a decision before that, but I don't think you're going to be confronting Lissa so much as telling her what is going to be happening moving forward. And I don't think she will take this very kindly, so maybe just write her a letter that she finds later.
She, as you talk throughout the rest of the evening, will like acknowledge that might be a good idea, but she does seem kind of unconvinced and afraid of Lissa and retaliation. She really encourages you to see if Quint can do anything. Maybe contact Rorik and see like if anything can be done. She is really nervous to just leave just her and her brother by themselves.
Yeah, here's the problem. Let's walk down the path of options. Let's say Quint gets in contact with Rourke, and then we go and present this information that we have from Rourke's ghost, and that is just our word versus Lissa's word. Who will follow? Who will stand in line? And we have a new fight on our hands. So I don't think it matters what Rourke says, and I think you have very few options moving forward. This is just a matter of fact of the stance forward. You can come join us. You could join another faction, but I don't think your life is going to be lived much longer underneath the clan of the Talon.
If you continue to push her on it, she'll get frustrated and make an excuse to leave.
That's fine. Yeah. No, I don't like super continue to push her on it, but this was like I'm laying it out to her. That like Lissa, if you and Lissa aren't together as part of the leadership, and you think Rourke has had problems there, then yeah. And we go about the night, and we go and talk about other niceties of other jobs we've run in the past, and
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lighten the mood a little bit moving forward.
Yeah. Okay. Do you go talk to Quint right away about it, or do you save that for later?
Yeah, when I get home, I would sit down with Quint.
Hey, Quint.
Hey, Quint.
Wait, you talked to Lissa a little while ago, didn't you?
I didn't. Yeah, Lissa did call because she had talked to Skit first, and then...
Yeah, she was like, hey, Skit, you're the ghost guy, right?
One.
No? Oh, then fuck off. I want Quint. Yeah.
Yeah, so Quint, when I arrive home, where do I find you?
I'm poring over that book that I got from the guy I don't remember.
Lord Skurlock.
Yeah, Lord Skurlock.
Like, I magically don't remember.
Yeah, you don't remember much about him, but you were given this gift. And it was like exactly what you wanted. And I think you even started using that on a long-term project. So, but yeah, I don't think that's important for this conversation right now.
I tap you on the shoulder as I find you deep in this book, as I called your name 4 or 5 times. Nothing is getting through. Like, hey.
Oh, yes. Hey, hold this. And I'm like reading instructions for like a ritual, and now I have a helper, an extra hand. What is it? Or did he just come here to help?
I can do both. But did you talk to Lissa? We were walking down the way, and she had called you and taken you aside, and you had talked to her. I was wondering what you had talked to her about.
Oh, yes, that's right. I had forgotten. Yeah, she wanted to speak in secret.
And,
well, I'm sure she'll grow to understand that I am not loyal to her. I'm loyal to my men here. Apparently the former leader of the Talon is a ghost that's rummaging around somewhere, and she asked me to look into it.
Okay, so now we have 2 people asking about the same person who has died under what seems to be mysterious circumstances. Bell assumes wrongdoing was the what happened to Rourke, and if we can get in contact with Rourke and find this out and bind his spirit to maybe a jar of some kind, we could present this to the group of the Talon. Now, I would imagine there will be great backlash from Lissa and those loyal to Lissa, so we would probably want to be prepared for a fight of some kind. But I also proposed to Belle that if the Talon are having problems, which they've been having problems for a while, she should no longer be part of the Talon and be part of our crew.
Which of them do you believe is more powerful, Lissa or Belle?
Lissa commands more than Belle, and Belle's more of the planner of the group and less of the face of the group. So Lissa has a presence about her that rallies the troops, and her word seems to be law around there, and they didn't look too deeply into Rourke. So maybe there were other people that Lissa has, on her short list that also did not like Rourke.
So it sounds like you would say that Lissa would be the larger threat to us over Bell. I understand Bell is your friend, but I want to look at this objectively.
Correct.
So if we are to make Lissa an enemy, well, whatever this Rorik did, Lissa believes that it is worth killing his spirit over. So,
I would imagine she had him disposed of.
right. Before he can say what Bell wants to know.
Yeah, Belle wants to know if she, killed Rourke, basically, is what it comes down to. So I don't know if this information coming to light will inspire the rest of the crew around Belle, but it seems as if Belle believes that because she is hesitant to give her resignation to Lissa and join our crew straight up tonight or, in the next coming week. So,
Tell me, how many do the Talon number now?
Like
if 15.
Oh no, they're a tier 1
Five.
faction now, so they have like very few people.
8, 9.
I don't even know if it's that many.
They could have been knocked down a peg and still have like some people, right?
Well, they were a tier 1 faction, which is considered a small gang, 3 to 6 people. And then when you recovered their missing crew, they went back up to tier 2, but then they lost. Like I just rolled the project dice, so they're back down to a small gang. So there are 3 to 6 people, including Lissa, including Belle, and including Jingle. So and part of what I didn't articulate it or characterize it well. Lissa is Belle is scared because people like they are dying, but she is more afraid of Lissa. And Lissa retaliating than being killed by the Black Hands.
Yeah, maybe it is lights out for Lissa in terms of her organization of the Talon, and we should come to terms with that if we bring this information forward to the 4 to 6 of them that are left with Belle, Jingle, Lissa. So I don't know how that split will go, but there are 4 of us. So I think we track down this information and we get Belle and Lissa to join up, not Belle and Lissa, but Belle and Lissa to, work out their problems. And then whoever is left over joins our faction and boosts our numbers.
Whoever is left over, would you really accept Lissa into the fold if she were to Belle?
I would be protecting Belle here because I can't imagine we're going to find Rourke and Rourke says, "Oh yeah, I totally died of natural causes." So I would be siding with Belle.
Right.
Why don't we put a pin in this unless there is like any more points that need to be made about it until some sort of follow up is made, since whoever takes charge on following up on that during downtime.
Right.
Okay. Speaking of, let's go into downtime unless there's anything else about that anyone wants to say.
I
We get paid for our job?
Yeah,
or
we're gonna go through downtime stuff, which
in that
includes payoff
case.
and upkeep and all of that. So, 1.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Cool.
Got some Ubers to make.
All right. After a score, the PCs takes stock of their income from the operation. A successful score generates both rep and coin. I'm gonna switch so we can look at the crew sheet with the viewers. Excuse me. All right. So the crew earns 2 rep per score by default. So rep goes up by 1. And then hits maximum if the blah 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 Well, let me hang on one sec. So we hit max rep. I need to figure out what that means first. Rep.
We
Where's
represent.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I see. The other ones are grayed out. I was like, we're like
Yeah.
half.
So. Oh
Okay.
wait. Oh no. Okay. Hang on. That goes up. Oh wait. I thought rep was supposed to. Hang on. I need to find the rules for rep. I'm ill prepared here. Sorry.
That's okay.
You're fine.
You got your license too, so it's fine.
Thanks. Reputation is on 4493.
License still? No? No one? Okay, I'll just
I
see
don't-
myself
I don't
out.
got that one.
Yeah, the door's over there. It's swinging. Be careful. It might hit you on the way out.
Rep is a measure of clout and renown. When you accrue rep, the other factions take you more seriously, and you attract the support needed to develop and grow. When you complete a score, you gain 2 rep. If the score is higher tier than your crew, you gain +1 rep, so this should actually be 3. If the target of the score is a lower tier, you get -1 rep. You need 12 rep to fill the rep tracker on your crew sheet. So, okay, so I should be marking this 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Why did it... Oh, I see. There's different buttons. There's the gray buttons.
It's how much
and
you
the
go
white
to the
buttons.
gym, right? You're doing reps. Like, you're getting swole.
Okay, so that's 3 rep. You all need 4 more rep to increase your tier. If
Yeah,
that makes
we're able to
sense.
do 4 more reps at the
Yep.
gym. And
Yep.
that means we need to add more weight.
Exactly.
And heat. It's the hot yoga.
Okay. All right. So if you keep the operation completely quiet so no one knows about it, you earn 0 rep. Mark the rep on the rep tracker on the crew sheet. I don't think this is 0 because, like, it wasn't completely quiet, and you were doing this for another faction, so they like might talk to others about it.
Also, Crockett knows like our faces and is like on the lookout.
Yeah, and he made a point of saying, like, I'm going to go talk to your supervisor, and then he'll, like, go talk to the inspector's office, and they'll be like, we didn't send anyone, and he'll discover that he got bamboozled, and he's going to be fucking livid. The crew earns coin based on the nature of the operation and or any loot they seized. 2
We
coin...
seized 3 prisoners. Is that loot?
2 coin for
Like a flashback where we seize a bunch of loot.
What did you seize?
We
3
stole
prisoners.
contraband.
From who?
The prisoners. We stole like their toothpaste or their toothbrush like shanks.
That's not
totally
worth
coin.
anything on the outside, though.
Oh damn.
All right. You get 2 coin for a minor job, 4 coin for a small job, 6 coin for a standard job. I think this was a standard job. So this is 6 coin. So why don't we do this the same way? Everyone go ahead and take 1 coin.
Yep.
And then I'm going to put 2 in the crew.
Perfect. I don't need to. Yay.
So the crew now has 4 coins sitting in its inventory. So we could distribute that, or just leave it there, or put it in the
We can like
vaults.
leave it and talk about it.
Yeah,
With improving our crew or whatever in downtime. Whatever it looks like.
yeah. We can also do downtime actions and stuff, and someone might spend some coin there. So we'll just leave it for now, and then maybe divvy it up later. Or we could compensate Garros and Severian, who paid a coin to get out.
No, I'm good with that.
All right.
So the
So
boys are like, we don't know what to use money on. We don't really care.
all right. So most districts. I don't know if I actually did this last time. Most
It's
districts,
also our. Sorry to interrupt you, Nick. It's
Yeah,
also our job, kind of, as it were. The Talon boys and killing. So like us paying out for this job is like that's par for the course. You got to pay out.
Okay, so upkeep. Most districts have crime bosses that expect smaller crews to pay a tithe from their scores. Ask the GM if there's a boss that you should be paying. Subtract coin equal to your crew tier +1 when you pay a tithe to a boss or a larger organization. If you're supposed to be paying off a boss but you don't, start a clock for that boss's patience running out. Ticket whenever you don't pay. Every time it fills up, lose 1 faction status with them. I don't think there's like a criminal.
I think we got our. No, we got our spot from the
Bill Hooks.
the dock workers,
The
and they were
docks.
happy to give us the
Yeah.
dockers, and they were happy to give us our space, so we don't have to pay them.
That's right. And they've been showing up and saying like, hey, like people are asking about you. Don't forget we helped you rearrange your digs and find you this like abandoned house or the like we've put together all of these shipping crates and made a bigger living space for you all or whatever. But hey, like if we're gonna keep doing this for you, we could use some help.
I shared my Coke with that guy.
You did.
God damn it.
You did. That was very nice of you.
So wholesome.
So they would like a coin from the dockers. You do have +1 status with them. Hard bitten laborers who work the docks.
Yeah, they're nice
Yeah.
guys.
Do you want
I
to pay
think we
them?
should give him one.
You want to pay them a coin or stiff them?
No, we'll pay them.
Okay,
Okay.
I took that out of the crew sheet. Okay, heat. Alderstone is a city of prying eyes and informants, both living and ghostly, and demonic. Anything you do might be witnessed, and there's always evidence left behind. To reflect this, the crew requires heat as they commit crimes. After a score or conflict with an opponent, your crew takes heat according to the nature of the operation. 0 heat for smooth and quiet, 2 heat for contained, 4 heat for loud and chaotic, 6 heat for wild and devastating exposure.
Well, we didn't have any, and we didn't cause any deaths directly.
That's true. I would say this was smooth and quiet, 0 heat. I think I could have also said contained, but
We're full hitman right now. Like, we even got back in our suit and left.
yeah,
Like,
your forged documents didn't give you away. Your fake names and IDs didn't give you away. There's just like, hey, someone fucked us over. Someone came in the prison that wasn't supposed to, and this is really embarrassing. We're livid.
yeah, because I don't want to tell
So they
anybody
probably
about
don't
it,
let it. They don't let it out that happened as well, right?
because it would harm his reputation, because he directly interacted with us.
Right, but you know who they are going to tell? The inspector's office, who are going to tell the Rust brothers, who are going to keep an eye out. Like, they're the cops. They're the ones who heat is about. So, add +1 heat for a high-profile or well-connected target. Add +1 if the situation happened on hostile turf. Add +1 if you're at war. Add +2 if killing was involved, whether the crew did the killing or not. Bodies draw attention. I mean, the person you interrogated died.
Yeah.
He
He wouldn't have died if we didn't put a demon in him, so I feel like that's kind of our fault.
I
Who
don't know
knows?
That's an
Yeah, wait a
interesting
second.
notion.
Wait a second.
Yeah, but somebody knows, right? Like the what's his name?
Riley.
Yeah, Riley. Which means the Veil guys know.
All right, I'm gonna give you all 2 heat
I'll take it.
Love it.
for a killing.
Better than last time.
Yeah.
Are these high profile and well connected? They're well connected.
Well, they are connected.
They are connected. I'm gonna give you 1 more heat.
Thank
We'll
you.
take it. Thank you.
Fair.
You're so welcome, Millman. All right.
I need it. It's the one time my face was shown to all of our enemies, and nobody knew it was me.
He's also from Australia, so the heat doesn't bother him.
Yeah, and everybody thinks I'm weird because I'm upside down the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's not
So
autocorrect that for us.
Yeah, here, I'll turn the autocorrect off real quick. One sec. No, that's that one. There we go. See,
you go.
autocorrect.
perfect. Okay, so we need to do an entanglement roll. Find the column that matches the crew's current heat level. Can I get a 1d6 from Severian, please?
Yeah.
This menu music's amazing.
Oh shit.
Stream cannot see the roll, by the way.
That is a 1.
Yep.
Okay.
It's fine.
He was expecting a 6.
Sure
I was, yeah.
So what's a 1? I completely wasn't listening to what the roll was coming. The music had me. I'm sorry.
Or
ADHD
or what is
moment.
good, or this is good, bad, average. You want low?
It was meant to be a high roll and it was meant to be bad, and now it's a low roll where it's meant to be bad. So it's great.
You actually wanted a 3. You wanted a 3.5.
Oh,
Yeah, this will have a bell
1 through
curve.
3 are the same. In trouble or the usual suspects. What does this mean? Okay. One of your gang or cohorts causes trouble due to their flaws. You can lose face and forfeit rep, or make an example of one of your gang members, or face reprisals from the wronged party. The usual suspects, the blue coats, which is the Rust Brothers, grab someone in the periphery of your crew. One player volunteers a friend or vice purveyor as the person most likely to be taken. Make a fortune roll to find out if they resist questioning, or pay the blue coats off with coin. I think this will be
Right.
gang trouble.
I was gonna say, don't you dare steal my cocaine delivery, man. Don't you dare.
You know what? That's almost what went through my mind. Or it was that someone who took your cocaine got in like some serious trouble.
You took my demon, now you're taking my drug.
My cocaine. I'll take you, man.
cockroach.
Hold me back, boys. Hold me back.
I have a different thing in mind, actually. Okay, you know what? My entanglement is not going to be what we rolled. I'm sorry. Severian, you have a letter arrive when you're at home a couple days later after the job. It has the same mark on it on the outside as the first letter did. That strange symbol with the V and the upside down V and the line through it. I think, do we still have it here on the map? We do. This purple one here. Do you see that?
Yep.
Yeah, that mark is on
The
on
two
letter.
Jesus fish together or whatever.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. Overlapping Jesus fish. So a letter once again arrives by cipher. Those proud and sworn lettery deliverers and notaries, we'll say, who travel around and do not are sworn to secrecy of who their clients are and who the recipients of
Encrypted.
letters. Yep. Yes, exactly. So a letter arrives with this symbol on it. What do you do?
I think I was kind of pretending like I would never have to deal with this again, since I got the letter, we went and dealt with Harker, and then like that would just be the end of it. And then I see this, and it kind of hits me like, well, shit. I guess we're gonna have to keep dealing with this. So I open the letter and read it.
There are no words. There is a symbol on it.
It's just this.
Another geometric pattern, much like those on Quint's little teleportation marbles. Those have like these little like dots on it with lines connected, like geometric patterns or constellations. And this one has one constellation on it. And that is all.
I just like scratch my head and walk over to wherever Quint is at. Say, hey Quint, you got a minute?
Yes. Hold this.
No. Dude, what is this? I just hand him the letter and ignores the book.
So
Do I see a blank page?
Do you what?
Do I see a blank paper?
No, you do not. It was the letter from Lord Skurlock that was invisible to everyone, not this letter.
That was like his magic, not like
yeah.
normal cipher stuff. So.
Yeah. So let me just kind of recap for us and for the viewers, like what we know about pattern magic from Song of the Ravenlands. It is ancient. It is an ancient form of doing magic. Basically, the only people that know it are the gods. Well, actually, only one god, really, Others have been learning a little bit of it. And the others are people who have studied it, who have studied magic. And that is those from the Order of the Tower, which you wouldn't know anything about. And those are sexy battle wizards who study magic.
That sounds sexy as shit.
It's
Let's
great.
go see them.
I mean, you've never heard of them.
Damn
But Quinn, you've come across some magic artifacts, and occasionally they will have these patterns on them, much like your marbles.
Right.
So you have like the impression that oh, these symbols mean magic.
Okay. But I wouldn't have an impression that this is like a magic glyph or something like that. This is just...
it's a glyph, like that, or a rune, like that could be a word you've used or heard other people puzzle over. There may be other factions that could help you who have a greater understanding of pattern magic. There may be people in this city who actually understand what pattern magic is.
Okay. Have I heard of glyphs that get triggered by some things and then blow up? Like, is that a concern of mine, or do I not know the extent of that kind of magic? Is it a magical language to me, or is this like potentially a function of a spell that can happen right here on the paper or whatever?
You give me an attune.
Okay. Risky standard?
This is just a fortune roll.
Oh, right. There's a button for that. 3.
Oh, I don't see it.
There it goes.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 6. So you are definitely not certain if it is like a language itself, but you know that there are different like runes, and every single one you've seen is different, and occasionally there will be similar runes on magical items that perform similar or tangent functions. Like, I don't know, an example, like a magic candle might have one rune on it that is similar to another object that might be like a bomb.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll look it over, and like you see Quint kind of like hold the paper this way, and he kind of like turns it. Yeah, I don't recognize this one, but it's some sort of a it's a rune. Much like, I'll pull out one of the marbles that I've got. Much like these symbols can have a possibly magical function, or...
Oh, you know what? Hang on. Roll me 1d6, please. Just
Okay.
a flat 1d6. Sorry about this.
You're fine. 3.
Yeah. There is this rune on this piece of paper is the same as one of the runes on your marbles.
Okay.
But you have no idea like what any of them on your marbles mean.
Right. Okay, so like I'm turning this paper around and I'm holding one of the marbles. I talk about it and like, oh yeah, this is a rune that's like much like the runes on this marble, and I kind of look at it, and then I look at the paper and...
What did you say those marbles do again?
Well, these can essentially transport us.
And this is the same as one of those, or at least something on one of those.
Well, here, look. If you look close, you see these dots, and then the...
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. What if this is like a treasure map or something? Like, what if they're saying, "Hey, go here"? Maybe that bead will take us to this place.
I don't think that's how this works. I think we need to do some research on it to find out, because I don't know what each of these symbols means. We need to figure out what this one on the paper means.
Well, so this one, and I show him the Jesus fish symbol. That one's from whoever Harker was working with. So I don't think this is good news. I think this is like a warning or threat or I don't know, a curse maybe. I don't know. So
First, maybe.
yeah. Hey, do you think Atticus would know anything about this? That occultist fellow,
Uh,
our one of our party contacts.
right. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to bring it up to him. But as he's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's like a potential informant for us, kind of teaching us some things, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Let's bring this to Attican.
All right.
All right. Any further work on this is going to require a downtime action. So let's go
Okay.
ahead and migrate over to that. So between scores, your crew spends time at their liberty attending to personal needs and side projects. These are downtime actions. During each downtime phase, each PC has time for 2 downtime activities, although when you're at war, you only have time for 1. Each additional activity costs 1 coin or 1 rep. This reflects the time and resulting resource drain while you're off the clock and not earning from a score. When you complete a new score, you reset and get 2 free more downtime activities each. So, why did my music stop here? Okay. So for any downtime activity, you take +1 die and roll if a friend or contact is helping you. You may spend coin after the roll to improve the result level. The result level, not the die number. So it is better. So they are acquire asset, work on a long-term project, recover, reduce heat, train, or indulge vice. And I'm happy to go over what each of those mean when they come up. So, does anyone know where they'd like to start? Or does anyone have any questions about downtime activities?
Did we? When do we do the XP?
Oh,
If
I'm
we
so
did-
sorry. Let's do that. Let's do
Yeah,
that
we didn't
first.
finish the wrapping up part.
Yeah, interesting. The downtime and payoff, it never talks about doing XP.
I know on
Well,
the.
I think it like assumes you do XP at the end of every single session, whether or not you completed a job or something, which is
Oh.
kind of weird.
Okay, let's start there. So let's start. We'll just go in order. I have Garros at the top of my list here. So Garros, as all, so we mark like when it happens. But if you roll a desperate action, which I don't think we did today, you
There were no desperate actions
yeah,
today, is
everything
my
is risky or
understanding.
controlled. Okay, so Garros, did you address a challenge with deception or influence?
Yeah.
Constantly. You're constantly talking to people.
Love talking.
Yeah, take 2 XP. These you get to assign anywhere you want, whether it's your playbook or insight, prowess, or resolve. So take 2 for that because you did a lot of influencing. Did you express your belief, drives, heritage, or background? I would say background, yes. You're doing some sly on the down low stuff with demons. So take 1 more XP for that. That's 3. And then did you struggle with ISIS from your vice or trauma? Your vice is luxury? No. I don't think so.
Not yet.
Okay. So that's 3.
Perfect. Love that. Thank you. I will slam them in. I think I'm going to just put 2 into resolve and I'll figure out where the other one goes. And then I'll have 4 sway because that will cap me out on resolve again.
That's disgusting.
Give me those dice. Let me talk to people.
All right. Jeremiah, did you address a challenge with knowledge or arcane power? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did.
I think that was the possession, so that's 1 XP. I don't think you used magic in any other way, did you? Or demonology
no.
stuff? Okay.
No, not this time around.
All right, so take 1 for that. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Heritage or background? No. Beliefs
No.
or drives?
Yes.
What is your character's drive or belief? And maybe we need to
wanted to
define those
make-
better.
Alrighty.
I mean, we can work on that later, but...
Yeah. Okay.
But what
I
would you
would.
say?
I would say yes. My character wants to make himself a family out of demons, so yes.
Okay,
I
great.
did go towards that, even though it kind of got cut open. literally.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna write in here demon fam
Yeah.
as a drive. All right. And then, did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma? I would
Both.
say. I mean, I think you handed out some cocaine. I don't know if you struggled with issues from it. Did you?
That's true. No.
And then you got a trauma. So let's just, anytime someone gets a trauma, you get XP.
Don't do it. You have to retire. We ain't done yet.
Yep. So that's 3 XP? 3 XP.
3 XP.
All right. Moving down the list, we have Quint. Quint,
All right.
did you address a challenge with knowledge or arcane power?
I zapped some thugs last session. That wasn't part of the score, though.
That was during the street fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
I would say that counts. You addressed a challenge.
and then, that was a downtime. Was the other attune that I think I used.
No worries. No.
We did
Good question.
with using the teleport things. I didn't have to try to get the demon to stop flying.
Yeah. Yeah. I think those were opportunities to address a challenge of getting out, but you ended up not doing them.
Right.
Okay.
Just one for that.
So we'll take one for that. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? Your melded heritage came up, definitely, and your background working... Well, they're kind of one and the same, being a former Rust Brother melded. Maybe we need to figure out what your heritage was before you were melded? I don't know. Or how those are different.
The melding happened first,
Uh-huh.
and then Rust Brothers stuff happened after. We should probably define more what I did with the Rust Brothers.
Yeah, I think so. But I think that definitely came up, your background and how you role played your heritage. Would you say that you expressed your beliefs or drives? And if so, what were they?
I don't think I did on the score, no.
Okay. And then, did you struggle with issues from your vice, which is weird? Did we struggle with issues related to weird?
There wasn't really a struggle. The closest thing that came to it was like contemplating stealing from that guy that on his own is a faction.
Yeah, Skurlock. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can't forget about that.
Didn't actually steal from him. Turns out I didn't need to.
Yes. Okay. So 2 XP for you. And then for Severian.
Real quick, before
Yes.
we go to
Sorry.
that.
Yeah. Go for it.
Putting ticks into your playbook, is that working towards a new special ability? I can't
Correct.
remember.
Yes.
Awesome, I'm ticking that bad boy.
Nice.
One moment. Thank you.
You bet. Severian, did you address a challenge with deception or influence? Yes. You
Yes.
you disguised yourself to pull a fast one on Harker.
Yep.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
So I'd say heritage and background a little bit.
Definitely background.
I
You
mean,
all
yeah, the background
posed as inspectors.
Right. And I mean, heritage, I guess maybe Harker would play into that a little bit. I feel like I don't know, he's like a contact or whatever from like the part of town that he was from.
Yeah.
'Cause he's like a city slicker or whatever.
I would agree with that. He's also now no longer your rival. He's dead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't have a rival right now. Maybe someone else will come up.
I gotta go make one. That's not Skurlock yet.
There's one that sent you a piece of paper
Yeah,
that you
fair
don't know
enough.
about.
Yeah, a mystery, a
It's gonna
secret.
be that-
secret
You're gonna be
admirer.
that character.
Yeah.
You're gonna be that character that gets a new rival every session because we accidentally or purposely killed them.
Hey, I'd be okay with that.
And did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma? I'm gonna say yes. There's something about the Vale in the night market that
Okay.
keeps coming up for you, and it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mystery that you are currently struggling with, and may be actively you're actively trying to figure out. It sounds like. So take 4 XP, Severian.
Hell yeah. What do I put it in?
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay. And then now, unless there's anything else I'm missing, we can officially move on to downtime.
Any XP for the crew advancement?
Oh, of course. Thank you. I'm always be silly. ABS. Okay, the crew. At the end of each session, for each item below, mark 1 XP or 2 if it occurred multiple times. Did we advance the agenda of our deity or embody its precepts in action? We still have not explored how you all are serving worm or why. At this point, that may even change if y'all want it to. I don't think we're officially a cult yet. We just know that worm exists. Because you all have not contacted worm. At least we haven't roleplayed that. I think right now the only thing that we have going for us is that Attikin is a servant of worm, and you know him. That's
I
about
want to
it.
leave it there because my next, when I finally do get enough points in my playbook, I am going to become an occultist.
Sick. I love it.
So, yeah, I want to leave it there for now, if that's all right with the crew.
Yeah, I want to get in deeper with the whole worm thing, but
Yes.
it's something to explore over time.
Perfect. Did you contend with challenges above your current station? Yes.
Yeah.
Classic us.
Classic view.
We always buy it up.
I'm gonna give you all actually 2 XP for this because there was someone interfering with that mission that you don't really understand and didn't get into, but you managed to avoid. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. Y'all's reputation is strange. Absolutely. Those who knew what's up heard rumor that a prisoner who was possessed by a demon died. And they know you. So, some weird shit. And then express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. I think so. I think there was a lot of kind of discussion going on about what to do about Harker. There is a lot going on about what to do about the Talon and where they're at so far. So I'm gonna give 2 more XP, which is going to advance the crew. So everyone, if you're not looking at the crew sheet, you should pull it open because we get to pick a new special ability tonight for the crew. There's Anointed, which gives you dice against supernatural threats and dice against healing supernatural harm. I need to turn this music down. It's super loud. Bound in Darkness, you can use teamwork with a cult member regardless of the distance separating you by taking stress. Your whispered message is heard by every cultist.
That's like that thing that I wrote you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that might come to fruition if and when you all take this move.
Yeah.
Travis has been working on researching a spell, which is really interesting. Conviction, each PC gets an additional vice worship. When you indulge this and bring a pleasing sacrifice, you don't overindulge if you clear excess stress. And your deity will assist you, will assist any one action roll you make from now until you indulge this vice again. Wow.
I don't think it's the right time for that one, but I think that might be one of the things we work towards as we understand more about Worm.
Glory incarnate. Your deity sometimes manifests in the physical world. This can be a great boon, but the priorities and values of a god are not those of mortal. You've been warned.
That is definitely on my later list, but I am definitely going to work towards that.
Sealed in blood. Each human sacrifice yields -3 stress cost for any ritual you perform. I'm going to need to rewrite that because your god is definitely not interested in human sacrifice.
Okay.
I'll have to come up with something else.
Are they interested in chickens or
Nope.
sheep?
Nope.
Or...
They are not interested in blood sacrifice at all.
Right.
Not
About
at all.
rare tomes taken from an immortal.
Don't sacrifice the books.
I mean,
We gotta burn the books, guys.
Destroying the books would not be in line with Worm, unless.
Well, you put it through a portal to Worm, and Worm keeps it.
Hang on. Maybe what I'll do is I'll look at other crews and the special abilities they get, and maybe I'll find one that fits your crew.
Okay.
Zealotry. Your cohorts have abandoned their reason to devote themselves to the cult. They will have abandoned their reason to devote themselves. They will undertake any service, no matter how dangerous or strange. They gain +1 die to rolls against enemies of the faith. Or veteran. Choose a special ability from another crew.
I think the whisper one would be great.
Yeah, I think Dawn
The
of
other
Darkness
one
is probably the best.
Okay. Is there any other ideas? Any other ability anyone wants to put up for contention?
Just have Worm show up right now. What up, homie?
Kneel before me, mortals.
I mean, I could do that. We could do that.
That'd be the other one in my mind. That just shows up and be like, "Are you a real fucking cult or what? Like, you guys are doing it all wrong."
Yeah, like I don't even think Severian even knows he exists at this point.
Communion of the all-seeing eye, more like communion of the heads up their asses.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I feel like some of the other ones are cool, but I'm not sure if we're at that level where
Mm-hmm.
I guess it just doesn't make sense yet.
Okay, we'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Getting the head out of the ass part, yes.
That's right.
Work
Yeah.
on it.
All right. So you may use teamwork with any cult member, regardless of the distance separating you. By taking 1 stress, your whispered message is heard by every cultist. So, Quint, you have, I think, did you have a downtime action working on this, or is that just something you messaged me about?
Just something I messaged you about.
Okay.
I just kind of had like a creative thought in my brain, and I had to type it out, and
Okay.
then see if it was something that could be possible with the tune or whatever.
Okay. So what I think this represents, Quinn, and feel free to insert any like kind of cool, imagery or anything that you're really interested in kind of articulating about this. But I think that your book, like through the book that Lord Skurlock gave you, you are managed to discern what a single rune means, and that is it's speak. Or no, there's 2 runes. It's like the word mind, you think, and the word speak, you think. And when you paint both of those runes, which you assume mean mind speak, or like telepathy, like together they mean telepathy. If you prick your finger and like mark your face with or your lip with a certain pattern, or like your cheeks with a pattern, you can speak to each other with 1 sentence at a time telepathically. And that is what taking 1 stress represents.
I think it's not telepathic. I think it's kind of borrowing something from my little write-up I sent you. I think you go to speak to the other person, and they say it as well. And that's the way of being heard. Like,
Okay.
it will be like a whisper, but it'll be like your voice, the speaker's voice. The receiver will say it in your voice, but then that's their way of hearing it.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Make it a little weird.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, we think and it happens.
Oh, okay. Then I would like to amend what I said. You need to paint on your cheek the blood of the person you want to speak on your behalf. So you all now have, and this, you don't even need to put this on your sheet, but you all have little vials of each other's blood to be able to do this with.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
But it's a little weird putting someone else's blood on your face, and that is stressful.
Yeah.
Seems great.
Yes.
I mean, how are we introduced to this? Like, Quint pulls us in a room. It's like, hey guys, look what we can do now. Or like, I've been like,
I just
I
see
guess,
the
how do you teach this
imaginary
to us?
chalkboard being wheeled out that I was going to wheel out earlier, and he
Oh.
just starts drawing diagrams and explains everything. And half of you are like, and the other half, I'm like, oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'll come back when this is finished. Like
I think I just like show by example. Like I try to I'm excited when I figure this out. I just learned like 2 of what these runes mean and how they can be used. So I'm like I'm doing much like what Millman said. Is I'm explaining it. I'm excited. I'm giddy about it, and I see that some of you are scratching your heads, and Severian is like, okay, and I'll just go like, here, I'll show, and I'll
give me some of your blood.
yeah, exactly. It's like, come here, and I'll like produce a small knife.
Yeah, just without hesitation, just give you my hand. Like, I don't believe you're gonna cut me with it. All right, what's going on?
Okay, and just a small prick, and boop, just right into your fingertip.
Hey, not there. I need that finger.
And then
Like a little meat crayon.
and Quint does it to himself too. And then Quint will wait. No, he does it to Severian, and then just kind of like swipes some of the blood up onto his own finger, and Quint like paints the pattern on his own like cheek, or I'm picturing, or I guess. Do all of us have facial hair? Any of us have facial hair?
Well, okay. Hang on. Painting a pattern is probably very difficult. Here's the thing about patterns. They don't actually have to be geometric sequences. And that's what part of what the book that Lord Skurlock like kind of teaches you. It's not teaching you a lot of specific patterns like specifically. You feel like you could glean a lot of information about specific patterns from it, but what you're gathering is sometimes it tells you for a spell it's not about drawing a pattern, like a relationship between points. Sometimes it is about a relationship between objects or a person's soul and other things. Sometimes it is about like the literal relationship between you and someone else. But it is about like defining or articulating relationships between things, and that combination of relationships causes magic for some reason. So maybe instead, just for simplicity, it's you take someone else's blood and you like put it on maybe like the corners of your lips, and you have to think something specific. Like you have to imagine their mouth as you speak.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Or if you have something else in mind, but there needs to be like a complexity of relationships of things happening at once. This is your spell though, so if you have an idea, I'm all ears.
Maybe it's like a little wine tasting. You just sample some of their blood, and you do that thing where like you suck it in and really get it on your palate. You know, you slurp it a little bit.
Oh damn it!
That's gross.
Okay, how about we do that? It's the blood on the corner of the mouths, and you have to think like intently on the person that you wish to like speak with or whatever. But in order to start this whole thing, we each have to have tasted each other's blood, and then that lasts for a while. We don't have to do that like every time, but once in a while we have to like kind of refresh it, so that way in the field all we have to do is just like take the little dab of blood and put it on the corner of the mouth.
Yeah, we do it before we go.
Yeah.
Just take a little dab, put it under your gum, and
Yeah, that way your nose stays clean.
So Quinn like puts the dots on his lips and on the corners of his mouth, and then he starts thinking, he's like, oh, I forgot a step. And he pricks his own finger and is like, here, and he goes to like shove
Stuff it in his mouth.
No, I'm not allowing that. I just like block. What is going on with all this?
Here, you just need a small like taste. Here, you can take it off my finger. Trust me.
I want to like go walk into wherever a kitchen
Blood
is
brothers.
and get a cup. I'm not drinking it from your finger, and I'll let you like squeeze a tiny little drop.
Just
Yeah.
use a spoon. Why are you
Oh
getting
yeah,
a
fine.
cup?
I'll get a spoon. I get a cup, and it's like there's not enough blood. Like it doesn't like really, you can't drink out of that. So yeah, I get a spoon.
Yeah, you
Making
bring it.
this weird,
I bring 4 spoons back actually, one for each
I
of
love
us.
the logistics, yeah. You see when you hand a spoon to me that I have gone and pricked my tongue and spit into the spoon.
Yeah, I'm not eating that. I'm sorry. Not happening.
So one of the things that mechanically speaking, you prick the body that is the human body, you get to talk to the human that's sitting in the back of my head. Now I prick my tongue, you get to talk to me. So there you go. But I'm not explaining that to you. I'm just being a fucking weirdo.
Hey,
Do it.
Yeah,
This guy thinks he's cool.
Hey, Travis.
Yeah.
When you speak and what you say comes out of the other person's mouth, is it so? Like, let's say Quint does the spell, and Severian's mouth opens and says the words. Whose voice do you hear?
It's Quint's. It's the original speaker's voice comes out of the other person's mouth.
Okay, and you show them. You're showing them this with Severian. What do you make Severian say the first time you exemplify this? Penis.
What?
Penis.
We're all very adult here.
Nah, I don't think Quint is one to like do the little pranks. He's kind
That
of
would be me.
That's
serious.
me.
So Quint just kind of at first like this is his first time doing it. Period.
Mhm.
So like he's convinced it's gonna work until like right before he does it, and he's like not sure, and then he's like, "This is a test."
testing,
it.
testing, 1, 2, 3.
So, Travis, do I feel like do I get like a tinkle in my brain and then I feel like it's my idea to speak these words, or is it like do I feel like I'm compelled to do it, or is it like forced out of me?
It's almost like your mouth is detached from your brain and operating on its own.
Okay, so like it's not under my control.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I say, this is a test with your voice, and
It's
I go like
automatic.
pale, and I don't like that at all.
And
I
he's
can tell you that.
Claiming it worked. It worked in unison with me.
No. I think internally I'm yelling no. Yeah. No. Let's put your books away. I think we're done with all this. You've shown enough. No, absolutely not. I don't want you talking out of me.
But this will work at any distance. We can be across this city. This is how
So
unity.
you're just gonna? Why would we want you to speak through us?
Oh, I
Anyways,
could speak to you, or you could speak to him, or they
Oh,
get to
wait a
speak
minute, we can-
back.
do it.
If
can-
it's
any of us
a
can do this.
multi-way conduit,
Here, take some of the blood out of the spoon, dab your lips, and I'll tell him like you have to think really intently about like impart your will into speaking out of my mouth and say whatever you wish.
So I like down the spoonful of your blood, and I make you say, "I'm a vampire freak."
I'm a vampire freak.
I mean, it's,
Wow.
Yeah,
it's
you are.
Severian's
Good
voice
job.
that comes out. Right?
Holy shit!
So we
Do
can
we have to drink their blood before we can do this to somebody?
only like before our job. Like, were we to go into the prison and do what we just did, as we approach the prison would be the best time to each of us ingest and then set out. And we wouldn't need to do so again until like our next gore or job or whatever. From that,
Well, I see it has its uses. It's fucking freaky, but all right, good
Look
job.
Look at what we are.
Who among you wants to sit around and test this? Try it out.
Oh, I test it.
You do?
Yeah, I test it. This is incredible.
Who do you try and speak through?
Quint and I probably go back and speaking through each other's mouths and having a laugh about it.
Hey, Garros, what does your true voice sound like?
My true voice sounds like it comes through like rocks, it's very, very gravelly and distinct.
Is it even words?
The like true demon voice. Yeah, it can come. It can. It's like it's got a heavy accent on those words, right? Like the English or whatever is coming through, the
Okay.
common language that we speak, but it's like very gravelly when it comes through.
Okay.
That'll be fun to wrap my head around and replicate if we ever do.
Well, what do you make of that? Because that's not Garros's voice the way you know it.
It will definitely give Quint some pause, and I think this is when he does one of those like I feel like I forgot something important.
Is he lying to me?
like it's one of those things where like he's surprised, but he thinks that he should be more surprised by this, but there's something in the back of his like lizard brain that it's like part of him already knew or expected this to happen.
Really?
It's not
okay. What?
Like,
so
he-
what do you
like-
say or do?
Repressed memory that's somewhere.
Well, that was most unusual. But are you sure you did it right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure I did it right. I did exactly like you. You see the dots on the side of my. Maybe it works different for different people.
Do it again.
I do it again, and same thing comes out. Just gravelly words that are almost incomprehensible, but you can understand like the words that are coming out.
Huh. I'll have to look into this later. I'm most curious.
Are you planning on looking into it later?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not lying, Garros.
He's gonna look.
Yeah, I saw that. I see you.
He's probably gonna look in the wrong places. Like he's gonna look like for odd side effects of some magics or rituals that are possible or whatever.
Yeah, this is one of those things where we have like some dramatic irony where we know what's going on, but the characters don't. So we get some fun room to characterize and explain what they think is happening. Awesome. Okay. So that is our special ability. That should be really fun. I'm glad we spent some time actually like showing what that looks like and what it means. So let's move on to the actual downtime activities. Does anyone want to go first?
Yay! I have to. It's a part of my my getting a trauma.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah. I have to do my vice. Like
You don't have to. You can take one stress.
Yeah,
it's only one stress? I thought it was really bad.
One per trauma.
Yeah.
I'll
Let me-
take one.
Okay.
I don't need. I only have one stress, and if I roll, I'm definitely going to go over.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be coked out of my eyeballs.
Yeah. Well, especially for you roll 2 dice and take the higher value. So you'd have to
Yeah.
roll 2 like nat 1s on 2 dice to not.
Yeah, I'm not going to
overindulge.
roll that low. Yeah. So not happening. Can I train my playbook, or does it have to be?
Yeah, you can train any of Insight, Prowess, Resolve, or Playbook. And then
it gets you experience, is my understanding from training, right?
Yes,
Training just gets you experience.
training gets you 1 XP unless your crew has a training. It's not a module, but like on your crew sheet, you have resolve.
Yeah, because we can train it. Yeah,
and you
attune
get
and stuff.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get 2
Alrighty,
XP for training resolve, but otherwise it's 1.
All right, I want to train my playbook,
Okay.
and I need to work on my demon star, so that's sorted.
You need to work on
I'm
your
easy
what?
this time. My demon star, the clock that I have, making my
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
My demon toy that's going to accidentally point out that one of our crew is a demon.
Oh,
Must
boy.
be broken. I don't know. Weird.
Garros in the chat rolls to interfere.
Twice. I've spent all the points. I refund myself and spend points again. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so what does training look like for Jeremiah?
I think for me at the moment is I did the branding, and then the demon died, and I'm like I said, I'm obsessed that I need to find out if I did something wrong and the demon wasn't in the body properly, and then when the person got stabbed, the demon couldn't defend itself.
I see.
And also, why did I black out? I wasn't there for when my baby was born.
Okay, so you're somehow researching demonology.
Yes.
How do you do that, though?
I'm gonna go with more, since it is my job, right? My day job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be just picking my over, like, you know, my trainer, because obviously I'm the apprentice / help.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be probing him with questions, right?
Like, hey,
really
can I get some professional development funds tossed my way? There's this seminar I want to go to, or a convention.
It's just like, I need to know all the things.
Yeah.
Why would this happen, right?
Mhm.
Can this happen? And just probing their brain. They're probably like, why the fuck are you asking these weird questions?
Okay, so here's the thing. Doing what you're talking about is illegal for binders to do. Only Rust Brothers, members of the church, for Rust are allowed to do that. That's why there's a registry. So that they know, like, this is where we can find the demon, here's who possesses them, and if people start putting them in bodies, we can't keep track of that, and they're going to be used for illegal purposes. So I don't know if that's where you're going to find the information, unless you're like doing it very subtly.
I guess it would be more like the things that could fail in a normal demon, right? So like, the seal wasn't done properly.
Yeah.
The ritual wasn't done properly, right? Like, I'm asking all those questions to see if it was my fault on the casting, not so much
So
the outcome.
Here, let me reward that with a little bit of lore. So demon possession is not that different from melding, where you fuse a demon to a person, but the person retains control. The demon's qualities are added in addition or as a supplement to the being that's already there. And what you find, because it's the Church of Rust that does melding typically, and they are trained in the magic to do both melding and possession, and they're not really all that different. It's just that in melding, the demon is essentially just killed in the process, and it is the reason they do it to Rust Brothers is because they have trained in mental fortitude, and they will not lose in that power struggle to a demon for control of their own body. It is they are possessed, but they can't be possessed because they outgun the demon.
They outflex the demon, so they just gain demon powers.
So there is possession, which is put a demon inside someone's body, so that the demon can control it and magically insert that one body and soul into another. And then there is insert it and then kill it. Like, kill the soul of the demon and leave the physical behind to fuse, you know. Insert Dragon Ball Z, fingers pointing, fusion ha. Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry.
So it's not all that different. And perhaps what went wrong was the person was so weak and the demon so strong that they couldn't handle it, but you know, strong demons, like, they shouldn't have a problem taking control of a human. They're not defenseless. Maybe they were adjusting to the body, maybe, you know, maybe, but it could also be that it occurs to you that the demon was caught off guard.
Yeah.
And was just simply killed.
Much upsetness.
Much upsetness, indeed. Okay. And then your project die, working on your demon star. So
Yes.
if I remember right, we are working on the design of it.
I believe
We're designing it,
so.
and then you need to make it.
Yeah. So I've got one more roll on design, I believe.
Yeah.
And then the next two are...
No, this whole clock is coming up with the
Oh,
design
okay.
for it. And these are study rolls.
Perfect.
Is anyone
Alrighty.
helping you? Anyone you know helping you?
I don't know. Does anybody think they would help me? Because otherwise I'm just going to do it myself. No?
Got one in study.
I think I'd do it myself.
Okay.
Like, I'm with you. Like, I know I fished first, like, to see if somebody wanted to help, but I think this would be, I was like, this is my thing, right? Like,
Yeah. The obsession
I'm
coming
obsessed.
through.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
position.
This is a fortune roll.
Yep. Submitted. Effect.
Standard.
Standard. No bonus die.
That is a
Nailed
6. So that is going to represent 3 pie slices. You could pay a coin and increase the die result. Or not the die result. Increase the effect to a crit, which would be 5 pie slices instead of 3. And it looks like you marked 4
No, I went from 2
to 6.
to 6.
So it should be 2 to 5.
Okay, so 1 to there.
But you could pay a coin to increase the result to by 2 more pie slices if you like.
No, I need to buy cocaine. So
Oh, okay.
I need you.
You need your coin.
I
for
need my
cocaine.
coin. Yes.
I
yes,
appreciate that. That right there is struggle with issues from your visor trauma.
yes. Exactly, right? That's for my next session.
All right. Okay. Don't forget.
It'll be from now on that we always get frisked, and I'm always trying to hide the baggie.
One of the first role-playing games I ever played was Dark Heresy, which is a Warhammer 40k
Yep, I know the
system.
one.
And my character was like a rogue type that had cavities like in her boob, in her leg, in her shoulder, in her teeth. She had all kinds of cavities for hiding illicit goods.
Yeah.
Oh, you were playing a cleric, very holy.
Yeah. All right. Who would like to go next?
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead,
I
Quinn.
want to ask, like, is there a reason why we want a wanted level? Like, is that actually something that we're going for? Is it something that we're
No. That means that the entanglements between or during each downtime get worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Like-
Kind of joking about like not caring about it, but I didn't know if we
That
were
was the
actually
meme.
gonna do anything to.
Yeah, I don't think we actually want to.
Okay. All right.
What's the name?
Well, I'm going to do one training for sure, so I can mark an XP in my playbook.
Oh, nice.
Actually,
Hey,
do I need to?
hey, Quint.
Yeah.
Lissa checks in with you and asks if you've found anything going on with Rorik.
I haven't had time to look into it yet.
I see. Well, don't forget about it.
Compatriots out of the prison.
Yes.
I'll remind you.
Yeah. Also, during this downtime period, you're also visited by that ghost that you freed. Her name is Denna Fellwater.
Yeah.
She, if a ghost could pace her foot and fold her arms, she's doing it and saying, "You said you were going to help me get revenge on my husband."
Yes.
I kind of wish I could do that now. I feel like I wasted my XP. I wanted to do that.
We can retcon that if you want, Jeremiah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop my XP and do that.
Okay. All right, we'll get back to you then.
Yep.
All right, so you're gonna do a downtime activity to progress
Yep.
that. Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna kill him. Continue. Do your turn.
Training. Do I need to make a roll for training, or
No,
is it just
you just get the XP.
okay? So I'm gonna do one of those, and I'm 1 XP away from my playbook advancement, but I am tempted to reduce heat instead.
So you get 2 activities. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Your first one, you're considering your first one, or you already did one?
I already did training once.
Oh,
I
okay.
can only do 1 point in training, right? Unless it's a
If
result.
this helps you, Travis, I am basically maxed out on stress just about, and I have an injury, so I'm not going to be able to reduce any heat.
Okay.
Should I go over what it requires to reduce heat? Or what happens if heat gets higher?
Yeah.
Okay. $147. Okay, there we go. When your heat level reaches 9, you gain a wanted level and clear your heat. Any excess heat does roll over. The higher your wanted level, the more serious the response when law enforcement takes action against you. They'll send a force of higher quality and scale. Also, your wanted level contributes to the severity of the entanglements that your crew faces after a score.
Can you ever get rid of wanted levels, or are these like wounds for the crew?
Incarceration. The only way to reduce your crew's wanted level is through incarceration. When one of your crew members, friends, contacts, or a framed enemy is convicted and incarcerated for crimes associated with your crew, your wanted level is reduced by 1 and you clear your heat. Incarceration may result from investigation and arrest by the Rust Brothers, or because someone turns themselves in and takes the fall for the crew's crimes. The severity of the prison sentence depends on your wanted level. If your wanted level is 0, it's a few weeks, or the Rust Brothers give you a beating to teach you a lesson. If your wanted level is 1, it's a month or 2. Which wouldn't be so bad because I am planning on month-long-ish time jumps between some of these missions, so we can catch you up in chronological time with the other group.
Yeah.
Wanted level 2 is several months. Wanted level 3 is a year or 2, and wanted level 4 is for life or execution.
Oh my god, we need to get it that high and then just frame one of our enemies.
Incarceration is dehumanizing and brutal. The renown of your crew is your only real defense inside. When you serve your time, make an incarceration roll using your crew's tier as the dice pool. And then there's some results. I have actually never read these rules. I'm going to look at these. I hope that helps.
Considering our last mission with the warden, I don't think any of us want to go to jail for a little while.
No. No. Okay.
I'll point out you have been seen, well, with the exception of Severian, who disguised himself. 3 of you have been personally seen by the warden.
Yeah.
I wish I could make him forget my face until he sees me next time.
Oh yeah, plus Severian whammied a couple people
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I could get my ritual special ability now, but instead I'll reduce rep again.
Okay. Oops. Let's look at the reduce heat action. Oh my gosh.
You could always spend a coin to do a third thing if you really need to.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm taking my playbook advancement,
Okay.
taking ritual,
Awesome.
and that clears that track, or the XP track or whatever. And I'm going to spend a coin to do a third action in reducing heat via the same method I did before, like continuing to skulk around, listen for people whispering about our cult, about the weird guys by the docks or whatever, and giving them something else to talk about via causing a storm or causing like literal chills in the area.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do this with guard presence. I don't think that would work with anything related to the prison, but we still have heat from that fight, the fight night or fight that we broke.
Okay. So it sounds like you're doing a tune.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attune roll.
Fortune roll, right?
Yeah, it's just a fortune roll. That is a 5. You reduce your heat by 2.
All right.
All right.
Oops.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, that's everything I can do.
All right. So you did train playbook, reduce heat.
Yes.
Okay. You and I will talk about ritual off air at some point.
Yeah.
All right. Garros, Severian, who would like to go next?
Please, Severian.
All right. So the first thing I want to do is I've got this allergic reaction. My face is all swollen up. It looks like I've been stung by a couple dozen bees or something from this face makeup that I put on. And I need to get that treated. It's only a level 1 harm right now.
Yeah.
But it's I don't want it to build. I don't want to stack. I'm like,
antihistamines.
I don't want to like pop and start like leaking pus or anything because that'd be disgusting.
Yeah. So, when you recover, you seek treatment and heal your harm. You might visit a physician who can stitch your wounds and soothe your mind with anatomical science, or a witch, or sex workers who specialize in healing charms and restorative alchemy, or just applying bandages or talking to you, like a therapist. If you don't have a contact or fellow PC who can provide treatment, you can use the acquire asset activity to gain access to a healer. You can provide service for the who can provide service for the whole crew. Recovery is like a long-term project. Your healer rolls Tinker for a player character, or with the Psychicer special ability, or the quality level of an NPC, blah, blah, blah. I think you can just heal level 1 stress for free.
Do we have any like contacts that are healers? I don't think we do.
There's a sex worker, the Nerix. Did we retcon that? Because Nerix I have as a friend as a possessor ghost, and someone else had Nerix as a friend as a prostitute.
Well, I did, yeah, and I changed that, so I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Hang on. Why does this not say you just get rid of level 1 healing or level 1 harm?
Yeah, I thought there was something on there about it.
I had to pay for cocaine and hookers last time to get mine fixed.
I think you should just be able to get rid of level 1 harm for free.
Like as an activity, you mean?
Yeah, like just using the recover action just clears level 1 harm. Period. And if you have other harm, you can either start a clock to recover it or work on the clock to recover it.
As the first aid guy, I will happily treat your swollen
Yeah,
face.
I don't think level 1 harm requires special help to clear. I think you can clear it yourself by just like lay down and snuggle with
probably
a dog,
like wash
or,
my face
yeah,
real good, and
I think it's just like
Jeremiah
taking it
gets me some
easy,
soap.
Clean off some bruises and heal some cuts.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we need to make you.
So then for my second action, I'm going to partake in Vice. I'm going to seek out the Veil and talk to Roland Valeris to go into a stupor.
Oh boy. Okay. So you did recover, and now indulge vice. Go ahead and click the indulge vice button then for me. It is right above all the trauma statuses and right below your vice. So your insight is still a 0. Like you have no dots in insight, so you're still rolling with disadvantage. So clear 2 stress.
All right.
Not great.
No.
You had 7. Now you have 5.
So maybe I'll have to take it a little bit easy next time.
Mm-hmm. You spent a lot of stress.
Yeah. That's okay. And I'm debating about using a coin for this letter to go talk to our party contact and see if he knows anything about it.
Yeah.
But I might save. No, I should probably do that now. Next time I'll definitely need to indulge if I don't go into a trauma. All right, I'm gonna grab.
Really quickly, when you're at the Veil in the night market.
Oh yeah.
I think maybe this 2 only clearing 2 stress, which is kind of weak in terms of stress reduction, especially with how stressed you are. Do you think it's because you're distracted by knowing that symbol is in the restroom, carved into the wood of a urinal stall, or is it something else that's making it difficult?
Yeah, I think it's got to do with the letter and the veil in general, and those symbols and stuff. So normally, he does whatever drug gives him ego death and makes him, deal with the horrible things about his personality, and then he shelves them away to be stored away for later, so he can ignore all the horrible things that he does. Yeah. But that just keeps coming back, and he has a really bad trip because of it. The Jesus fish is burned into him. He just keeps seeing it in symbols everywhere. The walls are getting kind of fuzzy, and the blankets or the carpet is moving around, and they're forming that pattern over and over. And so he just kind of curls up on the bed and doesn't get the normal horrible experience. He has a different horrible experience. Less existential and more just bad trip.
I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds really rough. Okay, moving on.
It's awful.
Just like real life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry to hear about your trauma and your stress. I got my own shit to deal with. Garros, what's up?
You just say same and then move on. I am also stressed out of my mind, and it's time to go a-haggling. I love to go to antique markets and get, time to go spend some fucking money.
What's going on in the Saturday market, yo? All right.
What's up, all my humans? We like haggling, right?
Oh my god, you have 8 stress. Let's indulge vice then.
I will remove a coin, and I will click indulge vice. And I have no.
All the nanas see.
Oh,
all the.
You don't have to spend a coin. No.
Oh, I don't have to. Okay, if I wanted to do another action, spend a coin. All right.
Yes, or increase the level of effect.
All the nanas are waiting for him. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna haggle today."
All right, I got a 3.
That's Silver Tongue Boy. We'll see what kind of deals he's spitting today.
Yep. I'm gonna take his coin. No, I'm gonna take his coin.
They're like actually fighting.
Sassy old ladies. Yeah, they're
He's
sassy.
developed such a reputation that everyone wants to give him a lower deal. It's great.
Yeah.
All right. What else is Garros up to?
-3. And then what is it to remove heat? I like apparently just blacked this out. It's been a long day, but what's it take to remove heat?
You just tell me what you're doing to help the crew lay low, or you lay low.
So to help the crew lay low for heat, I am wandering around and spreading rumors about other crews and other jobs that have been going on. If there's like something from the like word of flow that's coming out, and it's like, did you hear about that? And I'm just talking like loudly as I'm like maybe like reading something, or someone's near me and I'm bothering them, but like I'm letting people know what's up.
Yeah. Is that do you think that's consort or sway?
You tell me. I don't know these people.
Okay, then that would be sway. Because consort is specifically work with people you know or who are like connected with you specifically.
Yeah, I'm trying to create like a ruckus. After I'm done at the market and like, going through the market, we're going down to the park and we're just chatting everyone up around the city. I can't get enough.
The example is you may consort with your friends who is a Rust brother, and he arranges for, because it's only men in the Rust brothers, arranges for a few incriminating watch reports to disappear, or you might command the fear of the local citizens so they're afraid to snitch. So this sounds like sway to me. This is just like telling people like, hey everyone, like, hey, look, I'm the Silver Tongue guy, you know me. Did you hear about what's going on? Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 6.
That's a 6. So you all reduce heat by 3.
Or 5 if I pay a coin.
Yeah, or 5 if you pay a coin.
Oh, do we want to pay a coin out of the crew sheet? Crew sheet want to pay a coin for 2 more heat?
Yeah, it might be worth it.
All right, we're gonna do that.
Nice.
I've marked our coin down.
I'm muted. Oh shit! I was saying, question: if we get to 4 coin, does that tier us up?
No.
You vaulted away or something.
So when your reputation, which is right above all those like.
Yeah. I know where the rep is.
Yeah.
Yep.
When that hits max, you then pay an amount equal to
what it says there on the thing, plus 2 coin for occult operations or whatnot.
No. You pay an amount of money and then your tier goes up, but then immediately you will make an amount of money back. So it actually, I think on the first advancement you actually end up making money off of it. Which here, let me just read what it says because I think it'll become very clear. Reputation. Oh, it doesn't say right here. I'll find the spot where it talks about crew advancement.
Stress.
But yeah,
'cause once
you end
they're
up
done the downtime things, I'm gonna fuck with that dude. So
yeah, it just kind of represents like you all getting better digs, better equipment. Like you all just like your threads look better. Your place gets a little cleaner, a little more organized. You all get slightly better jobs that happen off screen. So you're like the money that you all get, which is listed right below coin and vaults. Upon crew advancement, each PC gets stash equal to tier plus 2. So you all would go up to tier 1 and everyone would get 3 coin in their stash, which just kind of represents like extra little side jobs everybody gets, like passive income, or like off-screen income.
Yeah, okay, I would like to spend my last coin as well too. I got that clock for the Garrus News Network that I gotta progress.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta get this going. I am the people that I met with up last time, I'm finding them again and I'm paying them off with this coin for their information that they have. It leads to dead ends or other things because we're not set up yet, but
Okay.
I'd like to roll against that. And is this like a consort or sway?
Yeah, either one. If it's like people you know, it's consort. If you're talking to new people,
I'm going back to the old people. I can't just use sway for everything, so we gotta click that consort button and just be good. I got a 4.
That is going to be 2 more ticks. Perfect.
Great, going up.
Nice.
Cool.
What are you asking about right now, Or are you just like trying to build up connections?
I'm building my rep with them to know. I want them to know that I'm here for them, right? The
Okay.
all-seeing eye is who they're representing and who they're a part of, and just making sure that they're taken care of, right? So I can't have informants that are going to be, homeless or don't know where the next meal's coming from. I need them to know they're being taken care of. So that's where my coin's going to.
Okay.
He's making a soup kitchen.
This is for
Nice.
you.
Um,
Now come be a body for a demon to be put into you.
So I'm just gonna tell. I think as a result, I'm gonna just tell you about the clocks that completed for other factions.
sweet.
The brigade, who are the firefighters of the city, beloved for their life-saving heroism and reviled for their looting and extortion rackets. They developed a fun Firefighters of Alderstone annual calendar, which they're now selling. A lot of people are gossiping about how hot they are.
They completed
shirtless.
that one. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That was the meme of all the clocks.
Ironhook Prison, despite their recent setback with a prisoner killed and some sort of infiltration, which isn't really being talked about, but a prisoner died. What is being talked about is they finished setting up their textile work. So now a lot of the textile work is being farmed out from laborers. And many prisoners, including those of the criminal element that who are in there, now have opportunities to work on clothing and other textile materials. And those are very coveted jobs by those on the inside. And there is an uptick in violence around those trying to get those spots. Also, the Red Sashes, who are the school of dancing that's secretly a cover for a sword academy, which is secretly a front for a criminal group. There is rumor that they just swindled a bunch of rich people out of their jewelry at a party.
Nice.
That's the Red Sashes. Yeah, and people are also talking about how the Black Hands are just kicking the Talon's ass right now. So
On my list of things to fix.
yeah. Okay. Any other actions for you, Gyros?
That's me. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's. We're at 10 o'clock here on the Pacific side of the world. Of the states. It's getting kind of late, but we have one more downtime action, and that is Jeremiah. You are retconning your XP gain in favor of doing something else instead. What's up?
I want to start working on the clock for the ghost lady. I need to have a ghost lady in my life, and I need to fix her problems first.
Okay.
A TV show about this?
I don't know. I don't see American TV or TV in general.
Oh, good.
Probably better for your health.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera can
No,
see
I just
this.
watch anime and stream for 18 hours a day.
Oh, okay.
There's an anime about this too. It's like Mushishi or something like that.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Sorry.
Look in the
pretty
Discord,
good.
obviously.
I was distracted. My puppy was woofing in her sleep.
Poochie.
Okay.
At least she's not running in her sleep. That's terrifying to me. I don't know why.
So, I'm happy to tell you where my husband lives, and even information about his lover. What are you planning on doing for me?
So, do we want to kill him first? Or do you want me to get her jar and you kill her first?
I honestly don't care about her. She's some hussy that works at the factories. If anything, he's probably duped her too. Told her that... Whatever. It doesn't matter. I only want him dead.
Okay.
Or afraid for his life. Miserable.
Oh, we're gonna kill him. Are you riding along? I don't know how the possession things works with ghosts, but...
I Yes, if you're willing, I can ride along and be a voice in your ear.
Yeah, I don't mind.
But I wonder, if you kill him, won't he turn into a ghost and then come haunt me? That's the last thing I want.
Well, put it this way, if he does, we have a ghost buddy, and we'll put him in a jar, and we'll never let him out of the jar.
Oh, that sounds even better. How sweet. You're not that bad.
Oh, I'm bad. Just not bad to you.
Well, I appreciate it. So, let us find Virgil.
Yes. So where are we going? And then, like,
Yeah.
just let that, like, that's the end of the scene, right? So where are we going? And she's just like, this
Right
is where we're
then.
going.
Yeah. So, she will take you to her home, former home, on the inside of Char Hollow here. Whoops, I think I just put a dot on the map. I'll delete that. Sorry, stream. Let me clear this up for you. So she's in Char Hollow on the inside. So you know, it's a little bit of a lower class area, especially for those outside the wall. But inside, it's actually better. So there's like, if you live in Char Hollow, like there's people consider it to be two different districts. But so she lives over here. And you go to her place. You break in. You're ready to kill this guy, and he is not there. Damn it. He must be at that Vixen's place.
Okay. Do we want to wait for him?
Could. Or we could go to her. I know her name is Claret. And she works at one of the former coal plants. Or it is a coal plant, but it's being turned into one of those the new ones. The arcane plant.
Okay.
Do you know
So
anyone
how
that
are
would
we
help
going-
us find her? Could you do a Google search with her name?
I'm trying to think. How could I?
Pay one of those websites.
Yeah, I get
They'll
that.
travel between worlds.
So waiting it is.
Yeah. I
Or we
think I'm
come
just
back
gonna
with the
wait.
crew.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to come home.
Okay.
I'm patient. I'm going to literally just stand there, wait for him to come home, take his shoes off, take his coat off, walk in the door, and then I'm just standing there with my mask on, waiting for him.
How long are you willing to wait?
Days.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
patient.
there's food in the pantry. There's like
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
there.
I'm gonna just
You
wait.
just
for
live
him,
in the
right?
house for a few days.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Yeah,
for him. I'm
okay.
patient.
All right. He comes back home after 3 days. No,
Yep.
3 nights. He's here on the 4th day. Y'all
Yep.
haven't seen Jeremiah in days.
We can talk to him. Like I call
That's
out
true.
and talk
You
to
can
him.
talk to him.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
When they call you on the lippy talkie, what do you say, Jeremiah?
I'm working. What's up?
Oh, there you go. Well, if you need backup, let me know.
Oh, you'll know. You'll definitely know if I need backup.
Great. Have fun.
Imagining this, like, you'll know if I need backup. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right, let us know. All right, he arrives. And, you know, I don't even think I'm going to make you roll for it because you're a criminal. I mean,
Yeah.
well, you're not an assassin, though, are you? No. Your day job
No,
is...
I'm just a ridiculously cold-minded serial killer, and I'm
Okay.
probably haunted. I don't want to sleep. I think that's the key we're taking from this, is I'm using the trauma as a reason that he's avoiding sleeping.
Okay. I'm gonna need a prowl from you. Ambush with close violence, a backstab, throat cutting, blackjack, etc. And this is this is going to encapsulate the killing him, not taking not turning into a fight where you take harm, and how well you're able to clean up?
Oh, I don't want to clean up. I'm just going to murder him.
Okay, great.
All right, so risky, controlled, desperate, or fortune.
This will be. We'll say this is controlled standard.
Okay. I am going to push myself because I don't actually have any dice. So
Oh,
Okay.
prowl.
yeah.
Well, hang on. Let's look at the definition of skirmish really quick. Skirmish when an opponent in close combat. So like, is this like a emerge from the darkness and just stab him in the back, or is this like, yo, this is for your wife?
I'm gonna go more like this is happening. Yeah, this is for your wife. Your death is because you killed. Like
Okay.
you
So
killed
you
your wife, right?
confront him, and
Yeah.
she's there with you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's pitching a ride. Does she talk to him? Does she have something to say?
Oh my god, having her wail at him and then I kill him, that would be just as good.
I think she by the end of the 4th day, like, you know what? You know the other reason why you can't sleep? She is restless. Where is
Yeah.
he? Why won't he come back? What is he doing with her? Has he moved on? Will he ever return? We should go looking. Why won't you go look?
Yeah.
And I think there's times
could
where she
hear
like
it.
takes breaks and goes looking for him, but she doesn't know where to look, and she like after
Yeah.
hours will come back. And
That's the short period that I actually get some silence.
yeah, and maybe you catch a few winks then, but yeah, I think she just screams. I don't think there's words. I think like you, or maybe it's before you. She just lunges at him and like tries to wrestle with him and possess him, but she can't because he's fighting her and won't let her.
Does
she
she
have help?
control Jeremiah?
No, so Jeremiah has help. She's helping Jeremiah.
Yes,
like,
yeah. So
murder this
Jeremiah,
guy.
if you skirmish, you have +1.
All right, cool. Standard, and I'll take the +1. And all right, so here we go. Please kill him outright. That's a 6.
That's a 6. All right, you do it. You kill him, and she like whispers in his ear as he slowly passes, air wheezing out of his lungs. She's like, "You'll never touch that bitch again." And then he dies.
I do have time constraints, y'all, but
Okay. Yeah.
beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. I think we will we'll fast track past the like you handle the ghost of him. It gets contained. You do whatever you want, and it is super super dark.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I believe we are scheduled to play again in 2 weeks on the 15th of July. So we'll be back then with more of Grim Streets of Alderstone. We'll have a whole new mission that I have yet to plan. I have literally nothing planned, but I have some ideas already. And I've really enjoyed playing today, y'all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Had a blast.
Good.
We'll talk ourselves into trouble. You don't need to plan anything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine. We got you. We got you.
I love low prep games. I've never prepped so little in my life and had so much fun.
Yeah, pretty great.
Beautiful.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thanks y'all for showing up and for the one shot.
Yeah.
The third one shot.
The third one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about? This is the first episode. It's
Yeah.
Sure.
Episode 1, part 3.
0.03. Yeah.
Next update coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'll do my plug really quick. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to subscribe either on Twitch or on the Patreon. We really appreciate it. Come chat with us in the Discord. Let us know what you thought of the episode, what you enjoyed. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. If you watch Koibu's channel, I'll be participating in his fundraising werewolf event that he's doing. One of his community members passed away, and they're doing a fundraiser for his wife. The Werewolf of Ashfires, I think, is what it's called. And I'll be
Looks
in the...
like it's.
Mhm.
I was just saying, it looks really cool.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing level 1 fighters against werewolves, plural. And we're not gonna be able to kill it, so
You'll kill it through donations. We'll like come in and everyone will be throwing donations for gear upgrades. I have no idea. We'll see.
We'll see. And I'm in the last group, so please, thoughts and prayers. And especially donations. Like really, it'll be amazing to help bring Christian back home for burial. Yeah, I really appreciate any participation tomorrow. So, any other plugs before we depart for the night and get Eric to sleepy time?
Yeah, you'll see me here on Twitch. If you have been watching my stream, you know I've been literally live for more than 26 hours in the last 48 hours. So yeah, catch me here. Normally I would stream a game that we have also on my channel, but I still haven't set up the scenes because I'm a lazy fuck ass. So yeah, I'll see you guys here on Twitch.
All right. Anyone else?
You know
got
where to
any
find me.
plugs?
Okay, bye.
Okay, let's get Eric to bed. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Have a
bye.
good night. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one.
Yep.
See ya.